Check, 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 check. All right, let's do this. Kotter and Marshall Show. Good morning. Hop on that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch while you're hanging out with the Horde. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. As always, download the Rock 1061 app. It's free. You can listen to us there. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker. Also, the website, it is rock1061.com. Marshall, happy NFL season.
Ooh, it feels good to be back. We're back, baby. We're back. And I love it. I absolutely love it. I did a draft till almost 11 o'clock last night.
I forgot about that.
I'm a little tired today. I'm kind of dragging into the studio today. Sorry about that, but I'll wake up once I chug 4-7 energy drinks.
That's right. Thursday Night Football, NFL is back. The big guy is back today. He's going to join us top of the 9 o'clock hour to break down several games. Now, Marshall, just yesterday, we talked about Alex Murdaugh out of South Carolina, the lawyer.
Crazy story.
We talked about how it's going to become a docuseries. Mm-hmm. Well, they're working on it now.
Nice.
HBO Max, The Murdaugh Family Mysteries.
Ooh.
Campfire Studios working with them. This is going to happen. It's already in the works. So HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Yes.
Okay. So we can start getting I guess at least the first episodes maybe next year sometime?
You would think. I mean, you want to see how everything else plays out.
Yeah.
With the recent events that went down with Murdoch getting shot at and the bullet grazing his head.
Right.
Resigning, stealing money from his law firm. So they want to see how everything plays out. But yeah, I would say a year from now, maybe we'll get something.
I mean, this is exciting news. I mean, for everyone. For every detective and sleuth in the Low Country Coastal Empire, because I see people talking about this.
Oh, yeah.
Every single time WJCL or some other news outlet posts something, I mean, their Facebooks, their Twitters are absolutely loaded with stuff. This is very, very cool to hear.
All right, coming up on the show today, like we said, going to kick off the 9 o'clock hour with the big guy from WJCL to break down a handful of games this weekend in the NFL. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Top of the 8 o'clock hour, give you the Super Ticket Artist of the Day. Taking your calls, comments, and texts today. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. And, of course, going to kick off the show with About Last Night. NFL gambling. We love doing it. Also, Jeff Bezos. I say he's taking another step closer to being that super villain we all knew he could be.
Yeah, this is like a Futurama head in a glass jar type of deal. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait. And we'll kick off the show. New Day and The Undertaker. We are getting another interactive TV special, download special, whatever, from Netflix. And they've teamed up with the WWE. This one, why not? Bring it on. We'll talk about that next. Here's Mars Simula. It is Chevelle, Kotter, and Marshall Show. Rock 1061. Yeah, that did not take long for the whole docuseries.
Yeah, no kidding.
That popped up, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I just literally saw that this morning.
Thank you, Tony, for trying to score me a skeleton this morning. After you guys may see the comments on the text, I have decided to pass on the giant 12-foot skeleton. I asked if there was Pumpkinhead, because Pumpkinhead I was really into. Obviously, I was both into the skeleton as well, but Pumpkinhead really touched me yesterday.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they're sold out. So
sorry.
It's okay, though. I'm just happy that Tony's getting her skeleton.
That's true.
I appreciate it, though, Tony. Morning, Andrew. Morning, Rhett. Morning, everyone, for joining us nice and early this morning on the chat and here on the live stream. Yeah, I stayed up till the draft. So I'm doing a league with the guys over at the draft room. I'm part of the draft room family. They messaged me yesterday because I knew they had to do the fantasy draft soon. So I looked yesterday and it was set at 9:30 for last night. The draft. I'm like, okay, cool. So as soon as I get on the draft last night from my couch on my phone, they're like, hey, the guys in the kitchen are still wrapping up. We're going to start at 9:45. I'm like, cool. Cool. So I think I drafted a pretty good team.
Okay.
There's only 10 teams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's only 10 teams. So I think I did okay. But yeah, I stayed up till almost 11, which is past my bedtime.
Yeah, that's late. I was in bed before 10. It was nice.
Charles says, morning and a surprising turnaround. I am just pissed off at everything today. Oh, wow. Okay.
Would say I'm shocked, but
it's also only 6:11 a.m. So glad to hear your blood is boiling at this point. All right. Okay. Yeah, we'll have the big guy join us today. We'll have another edition of Wheel of Florida, which is exciting. Haven't done that in a while. Our call-in, our question of the day. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation. I actually have one, but it's not really terrible because we didn't go on a lot of vacations growing up as a kid. So don't have a lot to kind of run off there.
All right, got under a minute.
You love Star Trek. Star Trek Picard just got officially renewed for season 3 at Paramount Plus.
Oh, yeah, no, can't say I'm a big Star Trek guy. All right, guys, 15. Be right back. Netflix is teaming up with the WWE, The New Day, and The Undertaker for an all-new interactive Halloween special. Story number 1 about last night. So Netflix is adding to the list of interactive programming, which they've got. Of course, that includes the Emmy award-winning Black Mirror Bandersnatch. This time, though, they're teaming up with the WWE. It's just goofy, man. Escape the Undertaker. It's an interactive Halloween special. It's set to debut October 5th. And viewers get to decide the fate of the New Day. Big E, Xavier Woods, Kofi Kingston. They tried to escape the Undertaker's mansion.
This is something. I did not expect this holiday season. Yeah, it says It's packed to the brim with supernatural challenges to usher in, obviously, the spooky season. Now, this is going to be on Netflix on October 5th. Did WWE sign like a deal with Netflix that I was unaware of, and we're going to get a bunch of this weird, crazy stuff?
I don't know. It's weird because, I mean, obviously they got the partnership with Peacock because that's basically, they got rid of the WWE network, moved everything to Peacock. I mean, I know in the past, every now and then some things will pop up on Netflix, but I had no idea they had any sort of agreement with Netflix because, I mean, are you mad if you're Peacock? Because this seems like something they could have done there.
Yeah, 100%. Now, the whole interactive thing is actually the most entertaining thing out of this. If this was just like a half an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, this kind of sounds like just a Scooby-Doo special.
Live action.
Right. This is just like essentially the Scooby-Doo special with The Undertaker as the villain to this thing. So I'm interested. I like the fact that it's interactive, and I'll probably mess around with it for a second, probably, when it comes out.
I think so. And I mean, I didn't know Netflix had as many interactive programs as they did. I knew of Bandersnatch.
Right.
But they actually got a pretty big list. Now, most of them geared toward kids. Bear Grylls has got a couple on Netflix. But this one obviously geared toward kids because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, anybody over the age of 13, if it's not just a weird curiosity, you're not getting all excited about this special.
Yeah, and the first one was that Black Mirror Bandersnatch, which is just fun to say, Bandersnatch.
It
so
is.
I mean,
really
like,
fun.
oh man, I think I may go home after lunch today, watch some Bandersnatch. That's the only thing I'll actually be doing.
So the Undertaker, I mean, he's been retired since WrestleMania 36, 2020. He popped up on Survivor Series last year, so I want to say this is like his first official WWE appearance since he retired.
Like, is this his first movie role? Technically?
Oh, no. He was back in the day, I want to say pre-Undertaker. Hulk Hogan did a movie to where, I don't remember. It was like involved aliens. And the Undertaker had a small role as like some weird alien guy.
All right, well, we're going to find that out during the break, and I'll share like a link to that film. So, just in case you want to watch it, I'll add that to the stream while you're hanging with us today.
All right, story number 2 about last night coming up. Jeff Bezos, he wants to stop aging. We'll tell you about that coming up. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. I don't remember the name of the movie.
Is it Suburban Commando?
Yes. So Mark Callis is his name, but I want to say this was pre-Undertaker, and it's a bit part. It's not anything major. Because I saw it in the movie theater.
%100% in that movie. Wow, there it is right there. I had no idea.
Hulk Hogan. Oh, Christopher Lloyd's in this movie?
Yeah, I just dropped the wiki for Suburban Commando in case anyone wants to take a look at it.
Shelley Duvall? Yeah, I'm guessing this one was just garbage. So the budget of the movie was $11 million. It grossed $8 million.
Pretty good. I'm not a math guy, but that sounds pretty good.
Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a score of 15%. Roger Ebert. This second feature starring Hulk Hogan. The man looks like a comic book hero. Hogan's range is limited. but not as limited as the movies he's appeared in.
Wow.
That just looks like garbage.
Andrew says, I'm with you, Charles. I've been up since 3 a.m. and I'm already pissed off. And then those employees calling out don't help. Ooh, that's not good. Well, we're off to a good start this morning.
Yeah, right?
Sorry, I keep adjusting the cameras. I went back and looked at some footage yesterday. I'm like, well, that sucked. So I'm trying to fix everything. Kotter, you were like way too low in your shot yesterday. Still not lighted. Maybe that will help a little bit.
I seem overly bright.
Well, if it means anything, you've been overly dark the last few days, too. So.
Okay. I just look like I'm in a spotlight now.
Yeah.
So Andrew Garfield denies he's in Spider-Man No Way Home.
He actually says he's not aware of himself being in the film. Come on.
Is that how he worded it?
That's how he said it, man.
I'm not aware of myself being in the film?
Correct.
I mean, they may have filmed me while I'm sleeping, so maybe I'm in it.
Yeah, so...
I mean, I get it. You're not going to want to be like, yeah, I'm in it. Totally in it, guys.
Let me try to find the quote real quick. That's funny that you bring that up. Okay.
Yeah, but it's not important. But it's important for me to say on the record, this is not something I'm aware I'm involved in.
Exactly.
What the hell does that mean?
It's not something I'm aware that I'm involved in. Yeah. So there you go. Andrew Garfield guarantees that he is in the new Spider-Man film. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that yesterday, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's in it. Totally forgot we're getting another Halloween movie.
Yeah, Halloween Kills. Did they put out a trailer yesterday?
Yes.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet.
Trailer's here. Yeah, I didn't either. Like I said, completely forgot. I mean, I knew we were getting another. Is it 2 more?
Yeah, it's going to be a new trilogy. Yeah. So this is 2.
I knew we were getting 2 more, but I forgot. I didn't even realize it was coming out. Pandemic just kind of like threw everything off. October 15th. So it's out in like a month.
Yeah.
I'll go see that in the movie theater.
Yeah, Halloween Kills looks awesome. I haven't watched the trailer. I guess there was a new one that came out yesterday, but I mean, if we're going to talk about trailers, today's the day, man.
Oh, yeah.
Matrix 4 trailer comes out at noon today.
Oh, is it noon? Okay.
Yeah, and then if you're a big PlayStation fan, and they're doing their first state of play in a year. It's their first official, big game reveal stuff in a year. So at 4 o'clock today, you can actually watch I think it's almost an hour-long kind of video that they're going to showcase a bunch of new new video games and stuff. So. Nice. And funny, Rhett just said the same exact thing I just said. There you go. It's a fun day. If you love the arts, it's a good day. So Kotter, I'm going to quiz you in the face today.
Oh yeah.
Kind of excited about this one because it came naturally and very easily for me, which never happens for Quiz of the Face. Usually I have to bang my head against a wall to kind of figure something out for you. But thankfully, inspiration hit fairly quickly.
Okay.
So yesterday, something I mentioned, I think on the stream, Akon mentioned that the rich and famous go through more issues than the poor. So that got me thinking, well, it must be real nice to be rich and or famous, plus both. So today, I'm just going to ask you if certain celebrities' net worths are above or below a certain number I'll give you.
Okay.
So let's say I'll give you Ben Affleck, and I'll be like, is he above or below an estimated value of $200 million? Okay. You would just say above or below.
Oh, this is going to be tough.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. All right. I like that.
This is all according to celebritynetworth.com.
Ooh, very official. All right. No, I like this. We got about 2.5 minutes.
Tony goes, got to put this big ass baby in the car. Talk to you all later.
See you, Tony.
Come back, Tony. We'll miss you. Tony was at Home Depot this morning picking up a giant effing skeleton, 12 foot.
That is dedication to her craft.
I do appreciate her offering to buy me one.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if it was the Pumpkinhead one, I mean, seriously, if I didn't see the Pumpkinhead one yesterday, I probably would have said yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I saw the Pumpkinhead one. And the heart wants what the heart wants, Kotter. I mean, like, what am I supposed to do?
Dude, that Pumpkinhead one's pretty badass.
It was sick.
I mean, that thing was awesome looking.
Like, the skeleton one was cool, but then he showed me the Pumpkinhead one, and it ruined the skeleton one. So speaking of skeletons and scary stuff, Owen Wilson, he is going to be starring in Disney's Haunted Mansion.
They're rebooting it?
Is it a reboot? Or
because Eddie Murphy starred in the Haunted Mansion.
Did he?
Yeah, they did a big screen version with Eddie Murphy, and it did not do well.
So he's going to star in Disney's Haunted Mansion with Lakeith Stanfield. He actually got a lot of fame and a lot of press for being in, what's that first Jordan Peele movie that did really well?
Get Out.
Get Out, yeah, that's it. And then Tiffany Haddish will also be in the film as well.
I like this. I'm good with this idea. One of my favorite rides in Disney. I think there's a lot you can do with it. I never actually saw the Eddie Murphy one because it looks so bad.
Right.
But I think if you do, I don't know, I think you can have some fun with it. I think you can make it less Eddie Murphy goofy, find a nice balance to where it's kind of creepy but still Disney friendly, and I think it'd be good.
Yeah, it just says that the film is going to start the new movie is going to start filming in Atlanta in October, so next month.
Okay.
And it's going to be based on the classic rides, and then that's kind of it. And it sounds like Disney's going to start making a bunch of movies about their rides because Jungle Cruise did really well.
Might as well. All right, guys, be right back. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos takes another step closer to becoming the supervillain he was always meant to be. Got that story coming up? It is story number 2 about last night. Does multi-billionaire Jeff Bezos want to live forever? Well, it's being reported that he's invested in Altos Labs. It's a startup company that was founded earlier this year. Now, Altos Labs is dedicated to reversing the aging process.
Yeah, this is some futuristic stuff that my mind can't exactly wrap around. But they're apparently looking for ways to rejuvenate cells in the lab to essentially keep you young forever.
Yes.
Ooh, this is immediately like this. I just think of Futurama, like all the heads in the jars of former past presidents.
Yeah.
Like, they just lop the heads off and put in glass jars, and they just live forever that way. I mean, like, this just seems like a bad idea.
Now, they're throwing all kinds of money at, like, science professors at famous colleges, like millions of dollars, to come work for us. They're being promised they could do stuff on their own. And I don't know, this whole thing is interesting. Bezos is now throwing money at it, and he'll step up and take one for the team. He flew into space.
Yeah, he'll be the first, space monkey when it comes to this type of thing. So Altos Labs is essentially, it's like the first step towards like a Skynet kind of end of the world Terminator kind of scenario that we're living in. But Jeff Bezos is going to end us all just because we didn't want to leave our houses to get condoms or, I don't know, cake batter or whatever they sell on Amazon.
I just picture, like every, supervillain origin where there's like some reactor thing that you got to walk in.
Yeah.
And they're like, Jeff, don't do it. It's not ready yet, Jeff. And he's like, I'm doing it. I'm going in. And then it just backfires.
Yeah. Immediately I go right to the movie scene where it's the Lord of the Rings and it's like it's before everything happens. And then that guy, he's like, throw the ring into the fire. And he just turns out, he's like, no.
I just picture Bezos walking out like a big veiny head,
right.
just his, but he looks younger. It's smooth,
It's just a head.
It's just a head.
It's just a floating head. This is where we're all going towards. Okay, cool. So Jeff Bezos, ender of all worlds. Great.
All right, coming up next, story number 3 about last night. This year, everybody's looking to gamble on the NFL. We'll talk about that after Metallica. This is Turn the Page, Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Good morning, Wanda. Everyone's having an interesting start to the day. Wanda says, morning all. Damn, what a morning, and still more to come. Well, now I feel bad. I just got a little tired last night. So we're living that tired life over here. Super relatable right now. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. All right, guys. Just a heads up for the morning. Obviously, we have our question of the day. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. If you got a story, feel free to drop it into the chat this morning. We'll also take your stories via call and text at 1-800-394-1061. We're going to quiz Kotter in the face. I talked about that a little while ago, about celebrity net worth. Top of the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to give you the artist of the day when it comes to the super ticket program that we're running. Also, Jeffe and the Music Beta Fish will choose some new music for us. We'll play some trivia for Tommy Vext tickets. That show's tonight. And then the big guy will call in, and we'll get some music news and spin the Wheel of Florida as well. Loaded show before we get out of here today.
Dancing with the Stars released their cast list, 30th season.
Dancing with the Stars is still going on?
Yeah,
Why?
it is. Jimmy Allen, who's a country singer, don't know.
I know him.
Do you?
I know him due to my work on Bob.
There you go.
6.9.
Mel C, Sporty Spice from the Spice Girls.
Ooh, I like Sporty Spice.
Brian Austin Green from Beverly Hills 90210.
I know him.
Melora Hardin from The Office played the love interest of Michael Scott. One of the love interests of Michael Scott. You know her if you see her.
Okay.
Olivia Jade, the YouTuber, college scammer, and daughter of Lori Loughlin. Matt James, The Bachelor. Don't know who he is. Amanda Klutz from The Talk. Martin Cove. He's John Kreese from The Karate Kid and Cobra Kai.
Oh, Melora Hardin is Jan Levinson.
Oh, there
from
you
The
go.
Office.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Martin Cove. Oh, I want this dude to win. He was the original Cobra Kai instructor from the movie Karate Kid, like the old dude that ran.
Oh, yeah.
I want
he's
him to win.
the villain of the new Karate Kid series.
I want him to win. Suni Lee, who's the 2020 Olympic all-around champion. The Miz from the WWE.
The Miz is on this show.
This is right up his alley.
He'll probably win.
Kenya Moore from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Cody Rigsby, who is a Peloton instructor.
Okay, sure. All right.
Amon Schumpert.
Yeah, he's a basketball player.
Yep, Brooklyn Nets. And then Jojo Siwa, who is a YouTuber and from Dance Moms.
She's got a ridiculous following.
Yes,
Jojo Siwa, she's got a little cult going right now, and it's crazy. Her Instagram, I'm looking right now, her Instagram, almost 11 million people follow her.
And I believe Jojo Siwa will be involved with the first same-sex couple on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, all right.
So
cool.
I think that'll be a first for the show. All right, so we got 2.5 minutes.
So I was just impressed that Jojo Siwa had almost 11 million people following her on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I was curious while we were just talking there, who's the most followed person on Instagram? Footballer Cristiano Ronaldo. Guess how many people?
How many did Jojo Siwa have?
11 million.
15 million.
315 million.
What?
People follow Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah.
How is that possible?
I have no idea.
Jesus. All right.
Kylie Jenner has 266. So people love. Let's see. Instagram, so the Instagram account, Instagram has the most at 419. Then it's Ronaldo at 336. Then it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson at 266. Let's see. Ariana Grande, 264. Kylie Jenner, 263. Lionel Messi, 260. Selena Gomez, 258. Kim Kardashian, 250.
There's a video. I want to say it's of The Rock. And he had his notifications on for an Instagram, for his Instagram page. So you can just see in real time everybody reacting when he makes a post. And it is stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, I mean, just nonstop, everybody reacting.
Yeah.
All right, just over a minute. Don't forget this weekend is our Black Album celebration weekend. 30 years of the Black Album. Metallica, top of every hour. 2 songs from the band. And then at noon and 5 on both Saturday and Sunday, playing the Black Album in its entirety. Also, your chance to win a digital download copy of the Black Album and a grand prize, 3 CD sets, 3 mastered stuff, getting all kinds of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming up starting Friday at 5.
Sheila says she has a doctor's appointment, but not till 3. And then she has an interview about escaping a narcissistic relationship at noon. Well, ain't that something? Should be interesting. Good luck. Charles says 25 years later, shouldn't Sporty Spice be called Old Spice? How old is Mel B? You said, wait, Sporty or Scary?
Sporty. It's Mel C. I think is what it was.
Oh, that is Sporty Spice.
Yeah.
God damn, she's still sporty. And she's still spicing.
All right, guys, be right back. Has the pandemic turned us all into degenerate gamblers? I think the answer is yes. We'll talk about it next. All right, story number 3 about last night. Of course, the NFL season kicks off this evening. Cowboys traveling down to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucs. Big Guy will break down that game and 2 others, 9 o'clock this morning here on the Kotter and Marshall Show. Well, there's a new report that has found that there's going to be a record number of Americans who's going to be gambling on football this season. The American Gaming Association says over 45 million Americans will bet on a game in one way or another. That's almost 1 in 5 who are old enough to gamble.
That's awesome.
That's a lot. That's a lot of people.
I'm telling you, I mean, like, I'm in a couple fantasy football leagues where technically I've thrown in money. So, yeah, I understand that's sort of gambling.
Yeah.
Long-term gambling, you know, and at a very reasonable price. But I'm telling you, man, if gambling was legal in Georgia like it is in other states, without a doubt, I would find myself gambling, I would say once a week, at least on one game a week.
How long before you were homeless?
Ooh. I mean, it depends on how well my bets are. I mean, like, right. I don't know. I mean, I would give myself 2 years. I would have to 2 years to be completely homeless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Casual betting with friends is going to be the most common way, you know, just like $20 in a game here and there.
Yeah.
Online betting is next. That includes bets made on illegal gambling sites. There's enough legal gambling sites. Why would you even consider illegal at this point?
Well, I mean, sometimes, you know, there's you know, ways that they won't allow you to bet on the legal gambling sites because of where you live. So sometimes you have to go to the illegal ones. Fantasy
football leagues, like you were saying, office pools are also included in this, followed by betting at casinos, very low on the list. And then, like, last, placing bets with a bookie. Has there been a career more affected by the internet than the good old-fashioned bookie?
Yeah, I mean, how do these guys operate? Like, you just call them up, and they're in a state where you, like, he just lives in Las Vegas, and you just call him up, you're like, hey, put this bet down for me, and he goes to the casino and do it for you, or does he just run it strictly through himself?
I mean, if you know, every movie that involved a bookie, you know, they had just some guy with the money. And then they had the guy to break the kneecaps when you didn't pay up on your bets.
Yeah, it's a 2-person system.
It really is.
Yeah.
You got the money, you got the muscle. I guess that's what you need. But, I mean, are there bookies anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. If you're a bookie listening to us, call us up right now. 1-800-394-1061. We have a bunch of questions for you.
All kinds. Yeah. Now, 25% of Americans are more excited than usual about the NFL season. And the top teams getting betted on for the Super Bowl.
Right.
Winning the big game. The Chiefs.
Makes a lot of sense. They're very good.
The Bucs.
Also, they won it last year. Very, very good. Yep.
Dallas Cowboys.
Wow. So people are still not exactly recovered from the pandemic. A little bit of a pandemic brain right there. Why would you ever choose the Cowboys?
I mean, are people still brainwashed that they're like America's team?
That has to be the reason. That has to be the reason. I mean, if you watched Hard Knocks at all this year, it was like the worst Hard Knocks ever. No one's interested in that team. No one thinks they're going to do anything, of merit or note. I mean, it's over. I mean, I'm already telling you, Cowboys, like 8-8. 8-9, actually.
Really? You got the extra game.
They're doing the extra game this year. Yeah, 8-9, the best the Cowboys will be.
All right, coming up next, going to tell you how you can score tickets for Fozzy, POD, Candlebox, Dirty Honey, and Aaron Jones. It's the Rock 1061 Super Ticket. Details on the way. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Andrew, thank God she's not talking about you. That's very awkward for a minute. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. All right, details about the Super Ticket, and then going to get into our call, comment, and text segment. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. All right, guys, give me a second here. I'm going to share this. It's Thursday. That's always a plus. Excited about that. Always love a good 4-day work week. It makes everything seem like it's going by way quicker than it actually is. I'm good with that. Big plans for this weekend involve going to Hilton Head, do a little thrift store shopping. Going to hit up that brand new brewery that just opened up as well. Pretty excited about that. All right.
Oh, let me turn that back on. I don't know how you've done it, but you somehow sunk in your chair more.
I don't know. Maybe it just slowly moves all morning long.
There we go. Just trying to fill that frame full of Kotter, everyone.
Everybody wants that.
So like we said earlier, the new trailer for Matrix 4 Resurrections is coming out at 12 noon today. And then at 4 o'clock, if you're a video game fan like ourselves, they're doing a PlayStation state of play hour-long new game thing at 4 p.m. You can watch it on YouTube, or if you have a PS4 or 5, you can actually watch it straight from your console. There's a little video section there. You can check that out. Last night, I got a bunch of work stuff done yesterday, and then I actually played this new game called It Takes Two, which is it's like a fun two-person game where you can play with someone online,
okay,
or you can play with someone locally, in the same room, and it's the saddest story. It's about a couple who've decided to get a divorce, and they tell their kid, and then their kid wishes that they don't get a divorce.
Okay,
so it's like almost 10 minutes of this very sad story, and then the parents, souls, get ripped out of their body, and then stuck into this child's toys, and they have to cooperatively figure out how to, get back to their bodies and also fall in love again. So it's a really weird story.
A lot going on there.
It's a really weird game, but it was a lot of fun, and it's beautiful to play. So. My wife and I actually were playing that just last night, and that's what I did with, 2 hours of my night last night. Rhett, I completely agree. Would love to see new stuff from God of War. Ragnarok. And next week it looks like the End Market Arena, our new Civic Center, downtown, called the End Market Arena now. It's going to start announcing shows inside the new building. I know of 2 that will get announced next week.
Okay.
Can't talk about those shows. They're not, I would say, here's what I'll tell you. They're not really for a rock audience, but there's stuff that's interesting to a rock audience. I still haven't heard anything on the hockey team either, when it comes to their name.
Right.
I was just thinking about that yesterday. I haven't heard from our good buddy Bob Arablo in quite some time, so I'm actually going to shoot him a quick email right now. What's going on, man?
Triple H is recovering after suffering from a cardiac event.
Oh, yeah, I saw that last night. Yeah. Triple H got that good, nice WWE insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not a performer anymore, so he gets insurance.
Yeah.
WWE issued a statement on Wednesday announcing that Levesque, Triple H's real name, underwent a procedure last week following a cardiac event that was caused by a genetic heart issue. He is expected to make a full recovery. The episode was caused by genetic heart issues, and yeah, that's just the statement. It doesn't really say a whole lot more than that. So, well, that's good. I'm glad he's going to be okay. He hasn't wrestled since, say, 2019. Yeah, he hasn't wrestled since 2019.
It's almost like taking steroids is bad for you and may affect your heart. That's crazy.
What?
I'm sure steroids had nothing to do. His rampant steroid use for decades had nothing to do with that whole heart issue there. No way, right? Wanda says, don't forget, I'll swing by after the show today. As long as it's not pouring, I'll have Bubba with me. Oh, okay, cool. Bring him on by. Come on by.
Speaking of cardiac events, Bob Odenkirk is back on the set of Better Call Saul.
Ooh, I saw that too, man. Dude, I am so excited to finally get a chance to see that show.
I got to go back. So the wife and I started it when it first came out, and because loved Breaking Bad. It's like you, one of my favorite shows. Wife loved it, and she just never got into Better Call Saul very much. She's like, I'm out. You want to watch it on your own, go for it. And I just haven't. It's one I want to go back to see.
The series, actually, I was looking it up, if you look at the best shows from the past 2 decades, Better Call Saul's in the top 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually just looking at a list the other day. I'm like, oh, wow, it's already made the top 15 list for, I forget what list I was looking at, but the show's incredible. It's a slow burn, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it introduces, obviously, the characters that we know and kind of more their origins and how they became the way they are. But now that we're in I think they wrapped season 5 and season 6 is their last season. It is, just on fire.
Yeah.
The show is literally on fire. And it's been I think it'll be almost 2 years since the last episode aired when the new season comes out, which is supposed to be next spring. So
as you get into the later seasons, does it lean heavy into Breaking Bad to where it's just kind of about a prequel to that, or is it more standalone? I know in the beginning it felt very standalone.
It's very standalone the first season or 2, but
right
now all the characters are there.
Okay.
Most of the characters are there. They're dealing with someone who technically the big bad guy is not someone from the original series, but this final season we are probably going to see Jesse and Walt and probably see some of the characters from the beginning of Breaking Bad. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Red said the Soprano prequel is set to come out soon too. Yeah, it's supposed to be a movie, I think, right, Rhett?
I think it is.
Yeah. Jeremy, thank you for dropping in your trip there. Speaking of our question of the day, guys, this is a great time for you guys to chime in, whether it be via phone call or text message or via a story on the chat. What is your worst childhood vacation ever? Drop us a quick story. Let us know why that vacation was the absolute worst growing up, and then we'll share your stories coming up after 7 o'clock today.
All right, guys, got about 30 seconds. Talking Rock 106.1. Super ticket. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. Of course, 2021, great year for concerts here in the Low Country and Coastal Empire. Tommy Vext tonight at Victory North Savannah. Got all kinds of shows coming up, so that's why we put together the Rock 106.1 Super Tickets. This is your chance to score a pair of tickets for Fozzy, POD, Candlebox, all at Victory North, plus Dirty Honey and Aaron Jones at District Live.
Yeah, imagine this is like the Super Soldier program. You're Steve Rogers before he got jacked up with all those crazy steroids, or serum is what they called it. It was steroids. And this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to shoot you up full of concert steroids so you can get going and go see all the shows.
So listen up this morning at 8 o'clock. We're going to give you the Super Ticket Artist of the Day. Then anytime throughout the day, when you hear a song from that artist, text us the word super to 800-394-1061 for your chance to get qualified for the Rock 1061 Super Ticket. And then next Friday, Billy will announce the winner on the Badass Rock Show. All right, coming up after 7 o'clock, it is time for calls, comments, and text. The call and text line is 800-394-1061. Of course, you can comment in on the chat. What we want to know today is we want you to tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. Mine involved the moment I realized my parents should get a divorce.
Ooh, mine involves the state of Missouri.
Oh,
which is just as worse, oddly enough.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. All right, coming up, your calls, your comments, your texts. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. 800-394-1061. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Sheila goes, tickets? I like tickets. So yesterday, I think what was our artist of the day yesterday? I forget.
Candlebox.
Candlebox was our artist of the day yesterday. So listen up at 8 o'clock. You listen for the artist of the day today. And then every time you hear that artist, you just text us in. And then you'll have an opportunity to win yourself the super tickets, which is a whole lot of tickets.
Yes, it is.
Speaking of going back to Fozzy, you mentioned Fozzy. I know we talked about did we put together a proposal for that?
Yeah, you sent it to me.
Did I send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was trying to remember if I did or not.
You said you did it half, but you were like half asleep.
Oh, I
or
was
whatever.
half asleep.
Yeah. You're like, please just check over it. Make sure it made sense. That made sense.
Good.
So, yeah.
I'll tell you, nothing could probably put me to sleep faster than writing a proposal for a show at this point. I've written thousands.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Once again, thanks for joining us this morning on the live stream, whether you be on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. We do appreciate it. Big show today. Obviously, got lots on the way, including quizzing Kotter in the face. We're also going to have Jeffe, the new music beta fist, jump on. Speaking of, let's just see how he's doing right now. I got the camera set up. Just kind of chilling there, hanging out. At least he's a little active. Thanks for being active for the camera. He won't be later when I actually need him. We'll play some trivia for Tommy Vext tickets. Obviously, his show's later tonight at Victory North. We'll spin the wheel of Florida. We'll talk to the Big Guy Frank Sulkowski from WJCL. He'll have the Big Guy breakdown, and then we'll do some music news. So there is quite a bit of show left for you.
Jeffe is choosing between Bad Wolves and Eddie Vedder. It's Lifeline, first single from Bad Wolves with the brand new lead singer, and Eddie Vedder, first song from an upcoming solo album. Features Josh Klinghoffer and Chad Smith from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So that's pretty cool.
So Eddie Vedder's new solo album is actually produced by Andrew Watt. Andrew Watt's the guy who's been doing Ozzy's albums.
Okay.
His last album and his new album that he'll be putting out.
Okay. I was thinking we were going to have a Jerry Cantrell song. I actually read the email. It comes out tomorrow. So I didn't have it today.
Oh, okay. I was actually wondering about that.
Yeah, it comes out tomorrow.
So I listened to both songs, both Eddie Vedder's new solo song and the Bad Wolf song. I think I like Eddie's better.
Do you?
Yeah, I think I like Eddie's song a little bit better than Bad Wolf's. All right, guys, thank you so much for dropping your stories. Charles, Andrew, Jeremy, thank you for dropping those in. Once again, our question of the day, guys, tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. Tell us what happened. We will share those stories with all of you coming up here just after the 7 o'clock hour. It took me a second to kind of remember my worst childhood vacation because we went on so few childhood vacations. You know, my parents never took us to an amusement park.
Right.
I mean, they can't think of really anywhere they took us that was worthwhile. So
that was one thing. I mean, we definitely didn't have a lot of money growing up. But that was one thing my parents
You always
did.
went on vacation.
No, that's one thing they did. That's one thing they spent money on was a vacation. But yeah, we definitely did that almost every year. Take about 2 weeks off. Typically went to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Texas a few times when we had family living there. But yeah, typically it was Florida. Typically down to Orlando and then Naples.
Wanda said we were very very relatable. Wanda, she goes, I got nothing. We were too young, too poor for vacations. Never even knew what a vacation was till my hubby took me on to Orlando when I was 24 years old.
Damn. Yeah, I get that. Like I said, I mean, my wife, they very rarely did vacations. Her mom hates to travel.
What?
So she just doesn't like traveling. I mean, just doesn't like traveling. So they went to Disney once. And they might do some short trips, but they didn't do a whole lot of vacations growing up. And they had, I mean, not that they were, extremely wealthy by any means, but they had, a little bit more money.
I don't think I know anyone who doesn't like to travel. Just
doesn't like to travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to be like, nah, screw this place. Let's go. I don't know anyone who doesn't want to go traveling.
Yeah.
My mom's like almost 80 years old, getting her hip replaced next week, and all she's talking about is traveling.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. Billy, that's my mother-in-law's name, doesn't like to travel. So they've been here a couple times to see us. They're getting to the point now to where probably shouldn't drive this far themselves.
Right.
And she doesn't like flying. So I don't know if she'll ever see our house that we bought. So I don't know. They actually talked about coming down this Thanksgiving, but then neither of my kids are going to be here. So they're like, maybe not.
Oh, well, Jesus Christ.
I know. We know where we're ranking.
All right, guys. Once again, our question of the day. Please drop in your stories, and thank you for the few of you who've done that. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. Once again, tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. We'll share your stories with everyone coming up here after the 7 o'clock hour. Once again, and if you feel like you want to call us up and share your story, we would love that. 1-800-394-1061. Speaking of, I'm going to chime into Zip Whip real quick. So is everyone back in the office today? It seemed like everyone was out of the office yesterday.
A-Dub's got a meeting this morning at 9. He said he'd be in after that. I'm guessing Mike will be in. They had that golf tournament yesterday.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I mean, I think most people will be in today. And by most people, I mean, the ones that usually show up. Just a weird random fact, and it's more so that, okay, the Wheel of Fortune wheel, 200 lights, 73 steel pins, weighs 2,400 pounds. That's not the interesting part to me. Here's the interesting part.
A ton? Really? Damn.
There's only one of them. So when the show goes on the road, they have to transport it. Why is there only one wheel? Wouldn't you think there'd be a couple, just in case?
Yeah, you have like spare parts?
Yeah, so I mean, especially if you're traveling, because I know sometimes they will do that. What if you break it? You're screwed. How do they only have one wheel? It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's been on for 50 years.
That doesn't seem right.
I'm questioning that, but who knows?
And also, I mean, there's got to be a wheel guy. There's got to be.
I'm sure there's a wheel guy. Well, it's kind of like, so years ago we did a roulette promotion. I don't remember the giveaway. Probably was Vegas. So there used to be the casino cruise ship, that would depart from on your way out to Tybee.
Yeah.
Kind of shady looking. Got broke down and closed several times. But we're like, hey, do you guys have a spare roulette wheel that we can borrow for this promotion we're doing? They're like, yeah, come on out and pick it up. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So me and somebody would go out to pick it up. I thought it'd just be like, hey, back closet down the hall, grab the roulette wheel. No, we went onto the floor. They weren't open yet, obviously, because they had to go out into the middle of nowhere before they could gamble. So they weren't open yet. But we went to the floor and just grabbed a roulette wheel from one of the tables. I'm like, here you go. I was like, you sure? Yeah, totally good.
You don't need this?
So we just took one off the table. And it weighed a ton. I mean, it didn't weigh a ton, but damn, it was heavy.
Rhett says, how many prongs are on the wheel? Does it say that? 73
steel pins. I'm guessing that's what they mean by the prongs. 73 steel pins.
Good morning, Sandy.
There's only one. I don't know. It seems like a bad idea to me. Have more than one. Excuse me.
All right, just emailed Bob real quick over at.
Oh yeah, that's what's going on. When are we getting a name?
What's going on?
We're about a year out. From them starting.
Yeah, we're a year and a month out from our brand new Savannah hockey team from kicking off. Hopefully next month. I don't know. I thought it was going to be done around July. That's when I was initially told. July, August is when we were going to find out the name of our new hockey team, but that hasn't come around yet. So now we're just kind of waiting on pins and needles to figure out what this damn team is going to be named. Super excited, but yeah, I just hit up our buddy Bob, who is the team president of our new Savannah Hockey League. He's also the team president for the Jacksonville Icemen.
Right.
And hit him up. I was like, hey, man, let us know. Whatever you need, we're here for you.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Give us free stuff. Bring us personalized jerseys. That's all we want to start off with. Right, Kotter?
That's all to start off with.
Yeah. Uh-oh, here we go. Speaking of Halloween Kills, we were talking about that a little while ago.
Yeah.
IGN has a review up for the film.
Come on.
Let's see. I'm just going down to the score. I'm not going to read anything. It's giving the film a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Halloween Kills delivers deliciously gory kills and nods to John Carpenter's original classic, but still feels like half a movie.
Half a movie?
Well, I mean, it's part of a trilogy.
Yeah, it's true. It's the middle. It's the middle portion. You really don't get
the
closure.
middle child.
Yeah. All right. That's good. I'll take 7 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's one my wife won't care about. That is one on a Friday after work I'm going to go see.
Yeah. Here's their verdict layout says Halloween Kills suffers from being the second chapter in a trilogy, but it still delivers gory fun, fantastic performances, an electrifying score from John Carpenter. There are enough callbacks from the original film to satisfy Carpenter fans while also expanding the mythology around Michael Myers and the town of Haddonfield in meaningful ways.
Might have to
Sounds great, actually. Sounds better than a 7 out of 10.
Might have to go back and rewatch the first new one that came out in 2018.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It was really good.
It was great.
It was really good. It's like, I mean, talk about somebody who, I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis, I mean, this isn't the first time she's revisited the role. I mean, there was like, what, H2O,
she's
H2.
been in every Halloween, essentially.
So she's popped in a bunch of times, but I think that here she's finally, I don't know, I think the story here is obviously way better than some of that middle stuff that she had to do.
No, I absolutely agree. This is the last, I think, Jamie Lee Curtis Halloween films ever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's no reason to revisit after this.
Yeah.
Unless you're like, man, I need a couple more $1 million.
Good morning, Sean. How are you, buddy? Rob, yeah, Bob's very excited about taking a 7 out of 10 on that.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely down for that.
All right, guys, thank you for some new people joining us here on the live stream once again. Our question of the day is coming up here in just a little bit. What is the worst childhood vacation you've ever had? Once again, what is the worst childhood vacation you've ever had? Go ahead and share your stories with us. You can do it multiple ways. You could also do it multiple ways by dropping your story onto the stream, no matter where you're at, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Just go ahead, drop your story into the comments of the stream. We'll get it there. You can also call us 1-800-394-1061. And I swear to God, I just saw the phone light up and then not light up. I think our lights no longer work.
Yeah, the light's not working again.
Who would have thought? And then you can also text us at that same number as well. I wonder if I can just
unplug and plug it back in.
Yeah, where's it plugged into again?
I want to say it's plugged into this computer here, because when I reset the computer on my side, that goes out. All right, we got about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
When and if we move, one thing I'm going to push for is, once again, a traditional radio phone setup.
I don't think it's something you have to push for. I think that's hopefully a guarantee at this point.
Hopefully.
Bring back the Telos, man.
Yes. All right. Yeah, we got about 4 minutes left.
All right, guys. Once again, question of the day is tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. Once again, thank you to Charles, Jeremy, Andrew. Thank you all for dropping in your vacation stories to us here. Sorry, I just read Andrew's story. Pretty great. Sandy, yes, Escape the Undertaker. We talked about that early this morning. We're interested. We're interested in that. I don't know if we're excited, but we're interested. It's kind of like that Leonardo DiCaprio, meme from from Django or from Django Unchained. Yeah, you've piqued our interest.
Yeah, I will. I'll mess around with it. Now, what I'd love to see is it just kind of get really gory and, just like all of a sudden out of left field, it's like a true little horror thing. And you can like kill off the New Day in disgusting ways. That would be fun. Something tells me that's not what we're getting. Because I found a list of like the top 10 interactive programs on Netflix. And like I said, most of them are children related.
Right.
2 Bear Grylls one of them they said sucked horribly. Another one they said wasn't bad. But Bandersnatch only came in, they ranked it second on this list. The one they ranked number 1 was a Minecraft game, interactive thing. So,
yeah, I don't know. I mean, the Bandersnatch thing was cool. It was really interesting and like mind-blowing because it was the first thing at the time. I definitely would not go and play whatever the Minecraft game thing is. Speaking of, I wonder if that's going to be announced today. We're talking about PlayStation doing their whole state of play. They're going to do like an hour-long thing.
Right.
Netflix has talked about adding games to their service, and there was a rumor right at the beginning that PlayStation was doing it with them. They were going to do a bunch of like older PlayStation games and stuff. Yeah. So I wonder if that'll be something that gets announced today.
I'd be down for that.
Sheila, yeah, Minecraft is still a thing forever and ever. I mean, it's still probably one of the most popular games in the world. That and Fortnite are still. Roblox, I guess, is another one. Those it's big time kids games.
Yeah, I tried. Ella, my daughter, got into Minecraft for a little bit, so I played for a second, just to kind of see what it was.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot going on, man.
I've never. Yeah. I've seen some videos, and some kids have shown me some stuff.
I mean, it's literally finding stuff to create things, to create more things, to build more things. And it's just like, I mean, I get it. I get why people are into it because I mean, it's definitely one that you have to commit to.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, nah, I'm good.
All right, guys, we're about 90 seconds out from going back on the air, talking about our question of the day. Tell us about your worst vacation, childhood vacation ever. If you got a great story for us, please feel free to share it. Once again, you could do so via the stream or by calling or texting us at 1-800-394-1061. How do you want to go about this first break here, Kotter?
I've got mine. I don't mind sharing mine. How many did you get from the stream?
I got a small handful.
Because I only got 3 from Facebook that I would say that are, good.
Mm-hmm.
Or 2 that are good. One of them's okay. So I can do mine. Then you want to do one off of there, and I can do one here.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
And then it may be a 2-breaker again. It's depending on how it goes.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, we can bring out the Metallica thing. I have that those notes on the side just in case.
Yeah.
All right. So why don't we just go one story each and try to stretch that out a little bit on air?
Okay. So I'll go mine, yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Andrew's story.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to do Jeremy's story. I'm going to save Andrew's for the final of the second break.
All right, guys, be right back. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. Hit us up with a call, with a comment, with a text. The call and text line is 800-394-1061. You can comment in on the chat for the stream. Now, mine is because it was the time I realized my parents should probably not be married.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I want to say I was in junior high. So, I mean, this was a while ago. Now, every year we went on a vacation. We didn't have a lot of money, but that was one thing my parents always did.
Right.
Always took us on a vacation, typically to Florida. We'd take 2 weeks off, spend some time in Orlando, spend some time in Naples to see family. So we're in Daytona one year, and we're sitting at, I want to say it was a Pizza Hut, but I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say it was Pizza Hut. And we're like, oh, we want to go do this. We want to go do that. Oh, we want to play goofy golf. We want to do this. Me and my brothers, I got two of them. We're all deciding what we're going to do next.
Right.
And my dad was all in. He's like, yeah, we'll go some goofy golfing, maybe some go-karts. This will be great. And then my mom completely
ruined your vacation.
Lost it. No, she was so mad because, once again, we didn't have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So us going on vacation and kind of what they had mapped out was kind of it. Anything above and beyond that was kind of putting a strain on the financials.
Sure.
So my dad, like me and probably our relationship with my wife, where I have no idea financially what's going on. My wife looks over all of it. So my mom looked over all of it. So my dad was like, yeah, let's spend some money. We're on vacation. Let's do it. My mom, though, was like, we don't have the money. And they got into a fight in Pizza Hut. My mom stood up.
The classy of places.
Oh,
classiest of places to have a fight.
My mom stands up, yells at my dad, and is like, fine, you deal with the money then. And she left.
Right.
And I'm just sitting there like, what just happened? I mean, I'm 12, 13 years old.
Yeah.
My brothers are 4 years and 8 years younger than me. We're all trying to figure out what just happened. But mom, storms out of the restaurant. I don't remember the aftermath. That situation and that one instance is so ingrained in my memory.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how the rest of the vacation went. I'm sure it was uncomfortable. I'm sure it was unpleasant, but that one memory, and from that time on, I just knew my parents, they should probably not be married. And they've, whatever reason, have hung on until this day. They're 40 some odd years into this marriage, and I still don't know how, but it's there. But I knew back then. It was obviously the worst vacation ever because you're like, my parents should be married. This will be fun.
But did you guys go goofy golfing?
No. There was no goofy golf.
I was going to say, he was down in Florida, your father, with everyone. So, he could have started his prostitution career at that moment. You guys could have done all sorts of stuff.
Maybe.
So,
maybe.
Have you ever really turned this around and thought, you know what, does my dad love me? I would ask that question for sure.
He didn't step up and take one for the team. I guess not. I don't know.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do on vacation. You got to make sure the kids are happy. All right, well, let's go to the stream real quick, Kotter. Of course, our question of the day today is, tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever. Kotter with a doozy right there. Jeremy has one right here. He goes, my worst family vacation was we went camping for 4 days with another of my parents' friends and kids. All those kids were so whiny and cried the entire time. And then the rain came, and everything got real cold, wet, and nasty. We just had to stay around in our tents. So boring, and finally my dad was like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and go back home, guys. But still, 4 straight days before he was like, you know what, let's turn this bus around. That must have been horrific.
Yeah, camping is always a crapshoot, man, because it definitely depends on the weather. It depends on what kind of camping you're doing. Is it hardcore, out in the middle of the forest, there's nothing to do? Is it one of those like campsites that has like a pool and stuff? It's always a crapshoot.
Yeah, my wife, when we first got together, she told me, she's like, oh, I love camping. Go camping all the time.
Oh.
So I started putting together this little like a plastic tub of like a tent and lights and all the stuff you would need to go camping.
Makes sense.
And then my wife then said, oh, yeah, I don't want to do that. And we've never gone camping in almost 14 years.
You still have a box?
I still have a box of unused camping materials in my house that literally says camping stuff. It's never been used, not a piece of it.
You never know. It could the mood could hit your wife and be like, let's go camping. I'm ready.
I'm going to divorce her and just kick her that box. Good luck.
Here's what you get. All right, tell us about your worst childhood vacations ever. Call and text 800-394-1061. Comment in on the chat. We got more of your stories coming up next. Here's the Foo Fighters and Making a Fire. It's Rock 1061.
All right, guys, once again, thank you for sharing your stories this morning. For this next break, we're only doing this thing yet.
Yeah.
Is it raining outside?
Yep.
So our whole building's going to leak now?
Yeah. We're right next to the biggest leak in the building. All right, got about 3 minutes. We're back at it.
Just telling that story about how my wife won't go camping with me, and Sheila on the chat's like, hey, Andrew will go camping with you since I don't go camping with him. Thank you. Thank you for sacrificing your husband for me.
Yeah, we did. I mean, when I was in like Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts, did some camping there. What was it? So there used to be like a chain of camping places called Jellystone, with the whole Yogi Bear thing.
Jellystone, gotcha, yeah. Okay.
So there was one-ish somewhere in Illinois where we, grew up, and we did a couple there. And they would have people in costume like Yogi Bear and Boo Boo Bear running around and stuff, and there's a pool and goofy things. So we did that a couple times. That's about it. Not a lot of camping in my life.
All right, so I'll go first here. I'll tell my story. It's a little bit shorter than yours. Then you can jump into. Why don't you jump into you said you got.
I got one really good one. You got one really good one.
How about this? Start off with the shorter, slower one or whatever,
right,
and then go with the really good one, and then I'm going to go with Andrew's, and we'll end on that. So I'll end on So me, 2 Facebook from you, and then I'll end on Andrew. So when I talk about Busch Gardens,
okay,
we'll end it there.
Okay, I got about a minute and a half.
Let's see. Sean says Jellystone in Wisconsin. Did you go to Jellystone in Wisconsin?
It was not Wisconsin. There was a chain. It was a chain. It was somewhere in Illinois.
Rhett has a quick question before we jump back on the air. How long is an unopened, sealed with electrical tape growler good for? Less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks is generous. Generally, you have 7 days from the moment they put it in that growler to drink that beer before it's just rough. Even if it's just been in the refrigerator the entire time, you got about a week.
Yeah.
2 weeks, it may taste a little slightly off. After that, you're putting your life in your own hands. Oh, also, quick side note, if you're looking for something to do tonight, hopefully the rain will stop today. I think it's supposed to stop by early afternoon. If you're looking to jump out and do something tonight, Draft Room, they're in Berwick. I'm going to be hosting bingo starting at 7 o'clock tonight. We're just going to do an hour tonight because obviously football's on. So from 7 to 8 tonight, if you're looking to get out of the house, grab some dinner, and play some bingo, come see me at the Draft Room.
All right, guys, be right back. We're taking your calls, comments, and texts today, 800-394-1061. Tell us about your worst childhood vacation ever.
Now, mine doesn't have this terrible incident or anything. It was just the overall vibe of my vacation. So I don't know how old I was. I was probably somewhere in the early 10s, maybe 11 or so. But all my brothers and sisters are at least 4 years older than me.
Okay.
So they hit a point where they probably didn't want to go on vacations with my parents anymore, and they were probably fine with that. So this vacation I'm going to talk about is one we were going to see my uncle, Uncle Bill, down in southern Missouri, way down, like that southern line of Missouri where there literally is nothing. I mean, if you looked at the map and then you looked at the state of Missouri, you'd be like, actually, there is nothing there. It could be a black hole. Well, we went to go visit my uncle, and I was the only kid there. Oh. It was my parents, who at that point are 40 years older than me.
Yeah.
Me, and then my uncle and my aunt. The highlight of the vacation, outside of just staring out a window for hours upon hours, was they let me choose the movie we would watch one night.
Oh.
I, being the huge team player I was, chose the classic Grumpy Old Men 2. Not the first one, the sequel, because there was one.
Yeah.
With Walter Matthau and then
Jack Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon, yes. What a classic film.
He had one of my all-time favorite crushes, Anne Margaret, in this movie.
I didn't realize you were such a Grumpy Old Men fan.
And Sophia Loren. And then,
how do you know so much about this movie?
And then Mickey.
Were you there as a child?
And then Mickey from Rocky.
Wow.
Sylvester Stallone's coach.
Wow.
I know. Sorry.
Stupid trivia knowledge. Kotter knows way too much about Grumpy Old Men too. But I remember just being the team player, and I'm like, I could choose any of the super sweet movies that I want to see. I chose Grumpy Old Men 2 to watch with a bunch of 50-year-olds at that point.
With a bunch of grumpy old people?
Yeah, with a bunch of grumpy old people. I called it for sure. But that was just the worst child vacation. I didn't have a lot. We weren't rich. Right. We didn't go to Disney World, Disneyland, Six Flags, even though it was 2 hours away. Right. I mean, we didn't go to local park a lot. I mean, we didn't go on vacations much at all, but this was by far the worst one I remember.
All right, Sky Nettles actually didn't have it too bad, so, you had yours. His was, as a child, I never had a bad vacation. Always loved being with family. But there was the one time when I was 5, went to the mountains, dropped my toy gun from the skylift.
Oh, no. He'll never recover from that.
Never.
Emotionally, he was ever since changed. He's been changed forever.
Connor's was so bad the vacation didn't happen. Here's the deal. We pack up the minivan, 3 boys, a dog, boat trailered, ready to go, upstate New York, Uncle's Lake House, see all the cousins, super happy, ready to go.
Yeah.
10 minutes into this trip, the van crapped out. Turned around, made it home. But instead of moving all the stuff to our other car and then leaving, Dad decided, nope, we're just not going, we're staying home. Vacation didn't even happen.
What, just because of that?
Yeah, I mean, he's like, we got the other car, pile it all in. We still do this, guys. Their vacation lasted all of 10 minutes.
Oh, that sucks. That sucks. I mean, all that anticipation for 10 minutes
Feel bad
of
for
a terrible, terrible car ride. Well, how about this one? This is coming from Andrew on the stream, Kotter. Once again, our question of the day was, tell us about your worst childhood vacations ever. Andrew says, my parents took my brother and I to Busch Gardens in Virginia when I was about 10 years old. Very exciting.
Like that?
He goes, it was about a 9-hour drive for us. So we were at Busch Gardens for about an hour, and I got so sick and dehydrated that I had to be taken away in an ambulance and ruined our vacation. That's an important lesson, everyone. Drink lots of water before you go to the amusement park.
That happened to Ella. We went to D.C. We're at the zoo because Ella loves pandas, and they got pandas at the D.C. Zoo. We were inside a building, and she's like, I don't feel very good. And then we walk out of the building, and she basically passes out. Ambulance crawls through the middle of the D.C. Zoo to pick up my kid to take her to a hospital.
Yeah. That must have been a really awesome bill to pay.
I don't remember it being too horrible. Maybe I'm just blacking it out. I don't remember.
Yeah, you just said you weren't the money guy in the relationship.
Also true.
Your wife definitely paid that
That
bill.
is also true.
It was probably a lot.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about our Metallica Weekend. It's coming up. Going to kick it off this Friday at 5, celebrating 30 years of the Black Album. We'll tell you what's going down next. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Got some extra ones here. Sandy says, just like Kotter, my family vacation in Florida every year when I was a kid. One year, I had just turned 15 a few months prior to vacation and met my first serious boyfriend and did not want to go to Florida. I wanted to stay home to be with him. My parents said, hell no, you're going on vacation. The family pictures from the vacation were horrible. I looked obviously pissed in every one.
All right, we get a call.
All right.
Rock 106.1, who's this?
Okay, this is Tony. So it's not my worst childhood vacation, but it was an adult vacation that has left a memory for my child.
Okay.
My in-laws used to come visit every Christmas, and like clockwork. And so it was my father-in-law and his girlfriend of 10 years. And they'd come down from Minnesota. They'd stay with us for a couple of weeks. They'd go travel, visit a friend, and then they'd come back and stay for a month. Not a big deal. My kids were used to this. It's the way it was.
Yeah.
So one year they're coming down from Minnesota, and ends up that the car that they're driving, the engine comes out of it in Mississippi. Like, it just blows. So they have to get a hotel. And they are stuck in Mississippi until they get a new engine. So it's almost cheaper for them to buy a new car because they need this new engine. Problem is, they're in the south, they're from the north. The car's not equipped for everything that they're going to need up north. So they go ahead and they have to drop like $8,000 to fix this car.
Yeah. Oh.
So they're already miserable. So it takes them a week and a half. They have to pay for a hotel. They finally get to our place. They get food poisoning on the way to us from Mississippi to there. All right. They get here. They're sick. They're miserable. All right. Not a problem. Well, they finally get better. They are getting ready to head out about 2 weeks later to visit a friend of theirs. And we go to dinner, and it's like the 2nd of January. Mm-hmm. They end up getting sick again. Well, she gets sick. He does not. They both have the exact same food, everything else like that. And she's not feeling good. And I'm like, hey, you might want to go check on her. He's like, nah, she's fine. I'm like, all right. I knock on the bathroom door. I'm like, hey, are you okay? She passed out in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, okay, this isn't good. I'm like, what's going on? So he comes back, and we're trying to get her in bed and stuff like that. And she's like, I can't breathe. And I'm like, okay, well, what's going on? And she's like, I don't know, get my inhaler. She takes a hit of her inhaler, and all of a sudden her eyes roll back, and she falls back on her bed.
Oh, my Lord.
And I'm like, and her name's Donna. I'm like, Donna, are you okay? She's starting to turn blue. We're having to do CPR. We're calling 911. She is not responding. My kids are like, Mom. My son is like 6, somewhere around there. So, yeah, this is not going well. Ambulance gets here. They pull her out. They're working on her forever. She ends up dying.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
She ends up dying. She had an aneurysm, and when she took the inhaler, it just popped it a little bit more. So she bled out. I know that sounds coarse, but I mean, it is what it is. So the next morning, because this is, it ends up being a long night. The next morning, my son's like, is everybody okay? I was like, well, Donna did pass away. He's like, so did her heart go beep, beep, beep? I was like, yep, that's pretty much what happened. So to this day, that is the worst vacation story we've ever heard, because she never made it back from the vacation. And my son's always been like, yep, that's what happens when you visit in-laws.
Whoa, wow. What a roller coaster that was. Go. Jesus Christ,
that
Tony.
Is crazy.
Worst vacations,
yes.
But either way.
Okay. Well, all right.
Hope
then.
everyone has a great day.
Positive vibes only. Absolutely after that.
Thank you, Tony.
Bye.
All right, bye, Tony. Good Lord.
Damn.
I didn't know where that was going.
I didn't either. Like, she lived, she died. What's going on?
I didn't know what was going on. I was like, Donna, make it through. Donna, damn it. Donna!
An emotional roller coaster.
Donna! Oh, my God. What a thing that was. Jesus Christ. Matt goes, Tony wins on first vacation. Yeah, that was something. You can only laugh about it. Only laugh about it. All right, we're coming out of commercials here, guys. On Rock 106.1, we'll be talking about Metallica, big Metallica Black Album weekend. Sheila goes, that was horrible. Jeez.
Yeah.
Sean goes, imagine if Tony's phone would have went out and we were left with a cliffhanger of the story.
No.
And then she fell back on her bed and her eyes rolled back. And then what? Max says Kotter is sporting the Bill Schneider hair from Grown Ups right now.
I've never seen Grown Ups.
Rob Schneider?
I've never seen Grown Ups. I never plan on seeing Grown Ups.
No, you don't. I don't think you need to see Grown Ups. That film is there was 2 movies,
There's
right?
A sequel.
Was there 3?
A sequel. I don't know about 3. Once again, it's just Adam Sandler going, doesn't matter what the script is, people come see it, and I will make crap tons of money.
Link goes, no one can top that story. I don't think we can. That's why we're going to stop.
Got about 3.5 minutes.
And I think our Wi-Fi is slow at the office today.
I've been having some issues off and on over the past couple weeks.
There is not a Grown Ups 3. Although there was a news article on honknews.com saying Grown Up 3, is it really happening? That article was put out in April of this year. So,
ugh. I mean, so who's in that? Adam Sandler,
Rob Schneider,
David Spade,
Kevin James,
Chris Rock.
Yes, yeah, he's in it. Salma Hayek,
Really?
David Spade, Tim Meadows, Steve Buscemi, Dennis Dugan, Maria Bello, Maya Rudolph. Just a bunch of white people.
What is your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, it would probably just be one of the first ones that got him off the ground. Probably Billy Madison.
Okay.
I don't know. It's that or Happy Gilmore. It's kind of like 1A and 1B for me.
Right.
I think I've probably seen Billy Madison more. So I'll go Billy Madison than Happy Gilmore when it comes to his films. And then Uncut Gems was pretty great. I'll put Uncut Gems at number 3, which I know are drastically different styles when it comes to those films. But yeah, I would say those. What are your favorite Adam Sandler films?
I would go Happy Gilmore. It's an easy number 1 for me. Happy Gilmore, I think, is just a great, great movie. For whatever reason, golf lends itself to fantastic movies.
Yeah,
Caddyshack, Tin Cup. Tin Cup's a great movie. So Happy Gilmore is number 1. Probably go Wedding Singer number 2. I really liked The Wedding Singer.
That's when Adam Sandler really got into cheesy, like rom-com movies. Yeah.
And then for I haven't seen Uncut Gems, so I'm going to go with Mr. Is it Mr. Deeds? Is that the one where he writes the cards? The
Mr. Deeds has the kids. He's got the
what's the one where he inherits money?
Oh, maybe that's it. Yeah.
It's got John Turturro as his butler. No, that's not Happy Gilmore.
Let me see. Mr. Deeds, has John Turturro. He plays Emilio Lopez.
That one. For whatever reason, underrated. I find that one incredibly funny.
Ooh, Sheila said Waterboy. I actually do really love Waterboy.
Shoot, I forgot about Waterboy.
I just randomly watched that. Greg says, I figured Marshall would like Little Nicky. I actually do like Little Nicky, but I wouldn't put that on the top of my Adam Sandler favorite films.
Forgot about Waterboy. Waterboy's good. I'm going to go. There's something about Mr. Deeds. I just like that one. All right, guys, got about 15. Be right back. Back in 1991, Metallica dropped the album that brought them to mainstream success and fame, changed the game forever, that being the Black Album.
Is that the one that everyone complained they cut their hair?
Nope.
Or was that Load?
That was Load.
Okay.
That was Load.
Okay.
Jason Newsted, I didn't read the interview, but there's a new interview with him out saying, it was me. I got the guys to cut our hair. You can blame Jason Newsted for
Sick
that.
brag, bro.
So we're going to celebrate 30 years of the Black Album this weekend. Starts tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Metallica at the top of every hour all weekend long. And then Saturday and Sunday at noon and 5, playing the Black Album in its entirety.
Yeah, and tomorrow on the show, we are going to be doing a Mount Rushmore of our favorite songs from the Black Album. Now, I think there's technically only like 11.
There's 11 or 12 songs. Yeah. Are we drawing the line? We're sticking with the original release,
Correct.
Not anything remastered? Okay.
Yeah.
There is about 11 or 12. It's going to be interesting because I don't know if we've ever done a Mount Rushmore with so few options.
Right. There is 12 tracks
Okay.
on that. So it will be a tough one to kind of fight each other over with. Now, I got a couple of the deeper tracks that are 100% favorites of mine. So I'm excited to do this Mount Rushmore tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to happen tomorrow on the show. But this weekend, we celebrate the Black Album 30-year anniversary. We got Metallica at the top of every hour. Also, your chance to text in and win, giving away some copies of the remastered Black Album. And one person scoring the grand prize, 3 CD set. You get all kinds of extras, including the remastered Black Album. So that starts tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Coming up next, I'm getting quizzed in the face. Now, this is all about celebrities and their wealth.
Right. So Akon yesterday in a TMZ story stated that due to his very good friend Michael K. Williams passing just a few days ago, that he thinks the rich people, the rich and famous, go through more issues than the poor. So today in Quiz in the Face, Kotter, I'm going to give you a celebrity's net worth, and you just have to tell me whether it's above or below the number that I give you. Now, this is all according to celebritynetworth.com. Once again, a website that you can completely get lost in for hours upon hours. I would just looking up people's wealth for a long time yesterday. So, so we're going to quiz you in the face with that.
All right, that's coming up next. Here's Stabbing Westward. It's Save Yourself, Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Let's see, move that. Put that there.
I'm looking at Adam Sandler's movies. Let's see.
I got another call.
Yeah.
Rock 106.1, who's this?
Hey, this is Cassidy.
Hey, Cassidy, how's it going?
Doing good. I was just calling. I was on the show yesterday.
Yes.
Doing the...
trivia. Yeah, I've got to... Actually, sorry, Cassie, I was going to call you as soon as the show was over with today. I wasn't able to get your information yet, but I still have it. Is it okay if I call you just after the show?
Yes, sir, absolutely. I just wanted to make sure you had it.
Yep.
I hung up on accident. So.
And we got your number yesterday. I actually have it in my bag. I'm sorry I just didn't get to you yesterday, but I'll get to you this morning as soon as the show ends.
Perfect. No, sounds great, man. I appreciate you guys.
No problem, man.
Thanks, Cassidy.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, have a good day.
All right, you too. See ya.
And of course, Big Daddy is the movie that I was the one with the twin kids.
That Joey Lauren Adams? She in that one?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see.
I've never seen.
Yeah, okay. Joey Lauren Adams, Rob Schneider, of course, in that one. Jon Stewart was in that one as well.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Don't Mess with the Zohan.
That one is it's so random. That I mean, I don't know. Of all the stuff he does, and then there's that. That one was funny. I did like that.
Adam Sandler also voices Dracula in all the Hotel Transylvania films. I think they're putting out their 3rd or 4th film.
Yeah, those have made him some money.
Yeah. And
then there's the first one, his first kind of drama one, Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah.
So it took something that happened in real life and added that element to the movie. So there was back in the 90s, there was this pudding company, I don't remember which one it was, but you could get free miles, travel miles, if you buy this pudding.
Okay.
And they didn't limit it. So this guy just went nuts and, was able to fly all over the place because he bought all of this pudding. So I don't think the story is necessarily about that guy, but in this movie, Adam Sandler does that. He buys all this pudding and gets a bunch of free miles or whatever it is. And then he just plays, I don't know, an interesting guy looking for love. I don't know. It was a weird movie, but it was kind of his first step into kind of a serious role.
That came out in 2002, Punch Drunk Love.
Oh, was it 2002?
Yeah, it actually came out before Mr. Deeds.
Damn, I thought that was late 90s.
Yeah, because he did Little Nicky, and then he did Punch Drunk Love, then he did Mr. Deeds. So
okay.
He put out, in 2002 alone, Adam Sandler was connected to Punch Drunk Love, Mr. Deeds, 8 Crazy Nights, A Day with Meatball, The Hot Chick. Yeah,
dude's busy, man.
At least he was in that year. Yeah, Sean, I've never heard of that either. Pudding, not familiar, but apparently. Nobody has mentioned the redo of The Longest Yard. I think on purpose, Charles. Wasn't very good.
All right, guys, be right back. How well do I know celebrities' net worth? I'm going to say not very, Marshall.
Why?
What
have you been doing in your life?
Not paying attention to what celebrities are worth.
I guess so.
But regardless, going to find out because Marshall's going to quiz me in the face.
That is the plan today. Once again, we're quizzing Kotter in the face. Now, yesterday, a TMZ article interview came out, and Akon, the music superstar, said that the passing of his very good friend, Michael K. Williams, is the latest example of how the facade of success can send celebrities into a tailspin. He further stated, and this is, I had to watch the interview just to make sure he did say this, but he did 100% say, the rich and famous go through more issues than the poor. And I thought that was just a bit ridiculous.
It's a bold take.
Yeah.
I'm not saying having all kinds of money solves all your problems. Obviously, it doesn't. But it sure makes things easier.
Yeah.
So I can't agree with Akon on this at all.
No, no one can agree with Akon on this. I don't think he's been poor very much in his life. So, Kotter, today's quiz is very easy. Quiz in the face. I'm going to tell you the celebrity's net worth, and you just have to tell me whether it's above or below the amounts I give you. So obviously, I probably fudged some of these numbers.
Oh, sure.
And,
makes sense.
you just got to tell me whether their net worths are above or below the number I give you. So let's go ahead and start off quiz in the face, and we'll start off with Akon. How about that? Music superstar Akon.
Ooh.
Is his celebrity net worth above or below $104 million?
See, that seems like a really big number. I know he had his moment, but does he still have his moment? I'm going to say his net worth is actually below that number.
Kotter,
That is correct.
You are correct. According to CelebrityNetWorth.com, Akon, music superstar, is worth $80 million.
I would have guessed under that if you would have given me that number. That still seems high, but okay.
All right, let's continue on. Quiz in the face. Once again, Kotter just has to tell me whether the number I give him for these celebrities, net worths are above or below that number. Let's go with Fox News anchor Sean Hannity. Ever heard of him?
Oh.
Is his celebrity net worth $228 million? Above or below that number? Once again,
oh my God.
Fox News anchor Sean Hannity. Is his celebrity net worth $228 million? Is it above or below that number?
For my own sanity, please, dear God, tell me it's below.
That
I'm going below.
Is
wrong again.
Are you serious?
Is incorrect. According to CelebrityNetWorth.com, Sean Hannity, Fox News anchor, is worth $250 million.
I know he's got the TV show. I know he's got the radio show. He's written books.
Yep.
He does all
best
types.
Friends with Donald Trump.
Does all types of endorsements.
He's got money.
$250 million.
Yeah, he is worth $250 million.
Whoa.
All right, Kotter.
Whoa.
You're at 50% right now. 1 for 2. All right, let's move on. How about let's go to martial arts legend Jackie Chan.
Oh.
Is his celebrity net worth above or below $142 million?
Dude was huge, not only here, but all over the world. It's got to be above. Above.
Kotter?
That is correct.
That is correct. You're not going to believe it, but Jackie Chan's celebrity net worth, according to CelebrityNetWorth.com, is $400 million.
You know what? I'm not surprised by that. He was huge in China, Japan, all that stuff. Huge here in the United States. I get it, man. I get it.
International superstar Jackie Chan, $400 million. I think he comes in at number 3, I think, on this list.
Okay.
Of total net worth that I'll share with you. All right. We're going to do 5 total. Here's number 3. Once again, we're quizzing Kotter in the face due to Akon spouting off that the rich and famous go through more issues than the poor. I'm asking Kotter whether these famous people's celebrities' net worths are above or below the number I give him. Coming in number 4 today, grunge icon Eddie Vedder. Is his celebrity net worth above or below $172 million?
Wow. Okay, that's tough. That's really tough. Oh, man. I'm going to say Eddie Vedder, I'm going to say below. It's below.
Kotter, that is
That is correct.
100% correct. You're killing it right now. His celebrity net worth currently, according to celebritynetworth.com, is $100 million.
Okay. I mean, that seems about right for him. I get that. Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more. Let's talk about the GOAT, Tom Brady.
Oh, dear Lord.
Is his celebrity net worth above or below $513 million?
Man, so Tom Brady, he has made all kinds of money. He seems like somebody who's going to invest that wisely.
He's got all those watch ads. You know, remember those? Oh,
I'm going to say it's above. Just say it's above.
Cotter. No.
Wrong again.
No, absolutely not. According to CelebrityNetwork.com, Tom Brady is only worth a meager $250 million. Cotter, you're currently 3 for 5 in our quiz in the face today.
He's worth the same as Sean Hannity?
That's right.
How is that humanly possible?
I don't know. He's made some bad decisions. He got a bunch of kids.
Yeah, there you go. All right, coming up next, more quizzed in the face. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging around with us here. Quizzed in the face. Cotter's going through it right now. He's currently 3 for 5. Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah, the Tom Brady thing, it seemed like a high number, but I'm like, okay, I get that. That seems like it makes sense. It didn't make sense.
So, yeah, there's the two you missed. Fox News anchor Sean Hannity. He is worth $250 million.
That's crazy.
I gave you the number of 228, and you missed Tom Brady there. $513 million. They say he's worth $250.
We're going to come right out of spots here.
Cam says, Tom Brady's wife is the breadwinner in that family. Obviously. 100%. Sandy goes, Tom Brady's worthless to me. Love it. Love it. All right, got 5 more for you, Cotter. I will say we do have our one and only billionaire on this list. Will be coming up on the second half. Quiz in the face.
I'm intrigued.
We also have some music icons and another actor.
Okay.
So we got some good ones coming up here in the second half of Quiz in the Face. Excuse me.
All right. Sorry, just moving stuff around for the next hour.
So I know it sounds kind of crazy. Okay. So we talked about it yesterday. So Mac, who joins us for Chicks on Dudes weekly here on Tuesdays now, her mom made us a bunch of food. So Mac's mom, Mama Margaret, she was in town this past weekend, and we made a joke about like meatloaf, like her mom making us meatloaf because we're 10-year-olds and we're making jokes about a Will Ferrell thing that aired forever ago. She made us a bunch of food.
Yeah.
She made us like meatloaf and mashed potatoes and fried okra and cornbread and peach cobbler. And she made us all this food. And I ate that for dinner 2 nights ago on Tuesday night, right? Today's Thursday. I am still full. I skipped dinner last night.
Dang.
I didn't even eat dinner last night. Because I ate like the heaviest meal ever that, Mama Margaret, Mac's mom made me. I'm still 100% full, even at this moment.
I get that. It was really good. I mean, Mac bragged about the potatoes, some of the best mashed potatoes I've ever had. The mac and cheese, delicious.
Some of the best mac and cheese I've ever had.
The meatloaf, nice and moist.
Incredible.
Still. The moist.
Did that on purpose, I know.
The topping, the ketchup sauce stuff that goes on top, delicious.
Perfect.
It was great. I didn't get to the fried okra. I didn't have room.
I tried some of the fried okra. Now I'm not a fried okra guy,
right?
But it was pretty good.
And then the cornbread, the jalapeno cornbread was great.
Red asked, "What is the Queen of England's worth?" What is the Queen? I don't know. That's a great question. Forbes magazine estimated the Queen's net worth at around $500 million or 325 million pounds in 2011. While an analysis by the Bloomberg Billionaires Index put it at 425 million in 2015.
I would have guessed higher.
Yeah, so $500 million for literally doing nothing her entire life.
She queens.
I queen. I queen as much as the Queen of England. What's on the daily list? putting on those atrocious, outfits. Just terrible. Yeah, that was big time Sunday dinner vibes on Tuesday night that Mac's mom gave us, and literally, we purposely skipped dinner last night because I was still full from it, and I don't know if I'll ever be hungry again. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, guys.
I ate mine at about 11:15 in the morning, not at night. In the morning, it was delicious. All right, so we've got about a little under a minute. Hop back into Quizzed in the Face.
After that, we'll jump into the 8 o'clock hour where we'll talk about the Rock 106.1 Super Ticket. We'll have Jeffe pick some new music for us, and we'll play another game of Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia.
All right, got about 20 seconds.
Rhett says the Queen's knighting some people with a giant sword. It's a fake sword, right? It's probably filled with air. She can't lift a heavy sword.
It's just an inflatable sword. They just there's not actual one there. They just put it in post. Photoshop it in. All right, guys, be right back. So I'm currently getting quizzed in the face by Marshall all about celebrity net worth. So far, 3 out of 5.
Yeah, 3 out of 5 currently. And once again, we are quizzing Kotter in the face. Now, yesterday, via TMZ, Akon, music superstar, said that the passing of his very good friend Michael K. Williams was the latest example of how the facade of success can send celebrities into a tailspin, further stating, that the rich and famous go through more issues than the poor. Now, I thought that was an utterly ridiculous statement, so I figured I would look up celebrity net worth, and that's what we're quizzing Kotter on today. So, Kotter, once again, I'm going to tell you a celebrity's net worth, and you just have to tell me whether it's above or below the number I give you. Now, obviously, some of these I made up. Maybe they're a little bit higher. Maybe they're a little bit lower than the actual total. So We'll see how you do on the second half. Once again, you were 3 for 5. Coming up next in our Quiz in the Face, international superstar Jennifer Lopez. Yes, talking about those taco kisses, Kotter. Is her celebrity net worth above or below $678 million?
That is a big number. I'm going to go below on Jennifer Lopez.
I'm going to ask you one more time. Are you sure?
I'm sure. Going below.
Okay, you
That is correct.
are correct, but not by much. Still $400 million, according to CelebrityNetWorth.com, that Jennifer Lopez is worth.
Good for her.
Yeah, now she almost bought the Mets with Alex Rodriguez just a few months ago. So obviously she's got some money to put behind a venture like that. Let's continue on, Kotter. You're currently 4 for 6. Number 7 on this list, Led Zeppelin frontman, lead singer. Robert Plant. Is his celebrity net worth above or below $178 million?
Okay, so, I mean, obviously they weren't making the money artist makes now back in the day. But
Nowhere
this
close.
is a guy who has got a massive catalog of music. He's continued to work this entire time. I'm going to say above.
Kotter, that is correct.
That is correct.
His current celebrity net worth is $200 million, according to CelebrityNetWorth.com.
Yeah, that seems right.
All right, moving on. Let's go to our one and only billionaire on the list. Tesla and SpaceX founder, Elon Musk. Is his celebrity net worth above or below $156 billion?
That is so much money. Dear Lord. What'd you say, 56?
156.
Oh, man. I can't even imagine what that number even means when it comes to money. I'm going to say below.
Kotter, you
Wrong again.
are wrong again. His current net worth is $192 billion.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, Elon Musk, can you help a brother out? Give me a little something.
Give everyone a little something. He's got some extra cash.
Yeah.
Coming up next on our list, I laugh because I wrote this. This music superstar, also an owner of a WAP, a WAP, you could say, Cardi B. Is her celebrity net worth above and below $67 million? Also a new mother.
That's
Congratulations to Cardi B, baby number 2.
I'm going to say, she's still, relatively, I'm going to say below.
All right.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Okay.
Cardi B, currently, celebrity net worth right around $40 million.
Okay.
Still a lot.
Yeah, no, still a lot.
Pretty good for a former stripper who used to drug men and steal their money. That's a true story. Look it up. Okay, coming up, Kotter, our final one of the day, quizzing people in the face, and specifically you, about celebrities' net worths. Let's go to this Shawshank inmate, Morgan Freeman. Is his celebrity net worth above or below $186 million?
That is a good one to end it on, because it's like he's been in so many things, but you can't tell me he's making a crap ton of money on some of those crappy movies he's been in. I'm going to say below.
Cotter. Ended on a bad note.
Oh, no.
Morgan Freeman's celebrity net worth, according to celebritynetworth.com, is $250 million.
Good for Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman is living the life. That Batman movie apparently paid out pretty well for him. Cotter, not a terrible day at the office.
Yeah.
Time to quiz in the face for you. 7 out of 10 today.
All right, coming up next, we are going to give you the Rock 1061 Super Ticket Artist of the Day. Your chance to get qualified for the Rock 1061 Super Ticket. Details after 8. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
I don't know why my brain, every time you say Super Ticket, I think of the Super Soldier program. So I'm just going to call it the Super Ticket program.
That's fair.
We are going to be injecting you with tons of concerts. All right, guys, coming up on the second half of the show today, we're talking about the Super Ticket, but we're also going to talk about stuff that back in the day was cool, but really isn't anymore. We'll also have Jeffe, the new music beta fish, choose some new music for us in between a new tune from Eddie Vedder and Bad Wolves. Sorry, I don't know why my throat's bothering me today. Probably got the cocoa. You're welcome. We're going to play Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. We'll spin the Wheel of Florida. We'll do some music news. And, of course, the big guy, Frank Sulkowski, will join us at 9 o'clock. Nice and early for him. He's usually a night owl. And he's going to break down some big old NFL games for us because the NFL is back.
Window's leaking.
Oh, it is?
It's getting, as I pick up my phone, it's like, why is my phone wet? It's just getting, like, spit on.
Oh, you're just constantly you're constantly sweating.
I'm not Jake Thompson. But yeah, this window's still leaking.
I only laugh at that comment because Jake put a fan by his desk. It's not there, obviously. Yeah. Maybe it's a mobile fan.
I think he brings it home because he had one in here that was like, it was like making all kinds of noise. That had to have been annoying. Yeah. So then he brought in a smaller one. But yeah, he brought in a little fan. I mean, it is hot in here. I ain't gonna lie.
Jeremy says, do you guys know if Chick-fil-A mac and cheese really that good as they say? I've had it before. I've tried it once.
Okay. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A mac and cheese.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I'm not. Give me the crisp cut fries or the waffle fries, whatever those are.
Yeah,
I'll take those.
The mac and cheese was like yellow. It wasn't Velveeta, but it was close, and it was not good mac and cheese, man. Andrew Marshall, have you tried the Taco Bell chicken sandwich taco thingy?
I have not. Oh, you've got an embargo on Taco Bell.
Here's the thing. I did go and try it.
Oh,
I had to. It did look good. After I had it, here's what I can confirm, Andrew, for you. Taco Bell is still terrible, and I hate them. Do not try this sandwich. Actually, it's $3 for one little thing. So I tried it for lunch, I don't know, whenever it came out.
Yeah.
Last week or whatever. It is this big.
Are you serious?
It's tiny. Now, once again, big guy, fat guy problems, right? Marshall didn't get the big fat taco that he wanted for $3. It is tiny for, like, it's this big.
Right.
And it's just like the shell itself, it's a chicken tender.
Right.
Pretty much that's inside of a taco shell, and they just squirt some jizzy sauce on it, right? Well, you have your choice between regular jizz sauce and then spicy jizz sauce. Just to clear it up.
The spicy all
Just
day
to
long.
clear it up. I did not go with spicy.
Really?
Well, I wanted to just taste the
right.
regular infusion of jizz on my jizzy chicken sandwich. It was very small and it was okay. And it's not worth it. And Taco Bell is still on my shit list. Bring back the quesalupa, you're dead to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Rhett, no, it's not the new roof that's leaking. We've got an issue with one of the windows here in the studio. Initially, like something was legitly backwards and water was like pouring in.
Mm-hmm.
That got fixed, and now it just kind of drips in, unless it's a really bad downpour. So yeah, it's good times.
Andrew says, I heard it was bad, but I still want to try it because I'm an idiot. Yep. No, I trust you. I hear you. That's what I had to do. I had to do it myself. Max says, ooh, jizzy.
Good morning, Holly.
You came in at the great time, Holly. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Mac also said, if it ain't Kraft, Velveeta, or Mama Margaret's, I don't want it. Talking about mac and cheese.
I know. I think at this point, and this is once again old person talk here, so excuse me, I'm past Kraft mac and cheese.
I will not do powdered cheese mac and cheese.
No.
I refuse. The Velveeta, where it's out of actually have the cream.
Yeah, give me the
cheese
goop.
sauce. Yeah. I'll do the Kraft one with the cream sauce too. That's not bad. But if it's powdered, my kids, it's still to this day, will eat that all day long.
Really?
It is garbage.
Nah.
Garbage.
I'll do Velveeta's like the bottom rung of the ladder.
Yes.
I'll still do Velveeta, and then after that, I need some higher end mac and cheese. My wife makes a really good mac and cheese that has we put like Gouda. We put the smoked Gouda on top and bake it. It's delightful.
Sandy's saying best fast food fries and go.
We're obviously on a big food tangent right now. Sorry,
best
guys.
Fast food fries.
Checkers has some amazing fries. Now, I never go there because I'm pretty sure it's a drug front. The one over here by Chick-fil-A, that one's definitely a drug front, but they have amazing fries.
I mean, I don't really count Five Guys as fast food because Five Guys fries
they're really good,
delicious.
Mm-hmm. You know what? It may be blasphemous, but I actually enjoy. Do I? No, I'll say it. I like Wendy's fries better than I like McDonald's and Burger King's. Burger King's too big of fries.
I don't like Burger King's fries.
Yeah, they're
King's
too
fries.
damn big.
No, Wendy's fries are good. I would still say probably McDonald's. Steak and Shake, once again, walk in the line of fast food. I like theirs. The curly fries at Arby's are...
Oh, shoot. I forgot about those. Red actually just put them, yeah.
No, did he? Okay, curly fries at Arby's, delicious. You get the Arby's sauce, you get the horsey sauce, you mix it together, done.
Let's see. What did we miss here? Oh, my gosh. Everyone's check. Max says, love Checkers fries. Arby fries are delicious. Andrew says, Checkers, Taco Bell nacho fries, and Five Guys. You know what? Five Guys with the Cajun seasoning, I think, may be my favorite.
Dude,
you ever try those?
I don't think I've had the Cajun. Five Guys, man, their burgers are good. Fries are good. I really like Five Guys.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to mac and cheese, like I love a good, like, it's a multi-tiered process, but you have to put in like 27 different types of cheeses.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm telling you, if you get an opportunity doing like a baked mac and cheese, like grab some smoked Gouda.
Yeah.
And just shave it and just put it all over it. Like do the whole damn little brick of smoked Gouda, put it over the top. Now, Gouda doesn't really melt. It'll melt just a little bit. Put it on top. It adds a nice smoky, sweet flavor to mac and cheese. Also, another underrated thing is putting condensed milk in your mac and cheese. It'll sweeten it up too. Oh, good Lord.
We'll use, instead, we won't go with condensed milk. We'll use like some whipping cream.
Yeah.
Put that in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stouffer's frozen mac and cheese is good and creamy, says Sheila. I've never had that.
Me neither. It randomly, Sean just screams out about milkshakes. Banana milkshake is amazing.
Yeah, I was ignoring it. He said banana. Didn't care.
Peach shake at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not really into it. Is that new Chick-fil-A open? The one over by Home Depot on Abercorn?
I just drove past it and it didn't look like it.
I went to Home Depot the other day and I saw people sitting outside, but maybe it was like a job fair thing.
Well, okay, here's what happens when a new Chick-fil-A opens. People camp out in front of it because the first person in gets like free Chick-fil-A for a year or something. I mean,
yeah, usually I guess they do that.
So people will camp out in front of that Chick-fil-A.
Are those people camping out?
I don't know. I mean, when the one opened up in Thunderbolt, yes, there were people staking their claim.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they'll have some of that.
Ugh.
Just under 2 minutes. Just under 2 minutes.
Super ticket, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. He goes, y'all know when it opens, the traffic will back up the street. Great, on Abercorn.
That's the crappy part, man. Getting in and out of that Home Depot area, I mean, it's weird anyway. It is going to suck worse. I mean, I get it, and they've tried to make it better because there's more drive-through lanes.
Yeah.
But I still, especially when it first opens, getting in and out of that is going to be a pain in the ass.
Well, it's just a bitch if you're trying to go to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Because you have to, like, I don't know why Home Depot has always been my top tier hardware store over Lowe's, although they're right next to each other.
Yeah.
But I always go to Home Depot, and I always have to fight through that single lane, stupid Chick-fil-A traffic.
It might be easier to kind of take that little back road, off of Abercorn that's up a little higher. I know we're coming from the other way, but even just go a little farther and come back around and takes you in front of Lowe's, but you kind of can go through the parking lot and you're not hitting that road. Because that road could back up when that old Chick-fil-A was there.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen.
I think the new one, they obviously built this new one in regards to that. Hopefully it's better. Andrew says they give to the first 100 people.
Oh, is it that? Okay.
And I think it's like one chicken sandwich a week for 52 weeks or whatever, right?
Yeah, something like that. So there you go. People camp out for that stuff, man. I mean, I do. They got a great chicken sandwich. It's great.
But honestly, who goes to Chick-fil-A 52 times in a year?
Look at the parking. Look at the way people pull into this drive-through over here.
How many times do you go to Chick-fil-A a year?
Not less, because it's gotten stupid. I mean, it seems like it's gotten worse.
I do it like 5 times max a year.
All right, guys, be right back. How would you like to score tickets for Fozzy, POD, and Candlebox, all at Victory North Savannah? What about Dirty Honey and Aaron Jones at District Live? Well, you can with the Rock 106.1 Super Ticket.
So every single day, Kotter, during the week, we are going to throw out the Super Ticket Artist of the Day. Can I go ahead and reveal it? Is
Go
that okay?
for it. Please do.
The one, the only, wait for it, Aaron Jones. You don't say it Aaron. It's not Aaron.
No.
We're going to interview him here probably in the next few weeks. We cannot mess this up.
No, we don't want to mess this up.
I feel like he would absolutely just shun us the entire interview if we mess it up. But Aaron Jones is going to be your artist of the day. So every time you hear him on the radio today, go ahead and text us the word super, S-U-P-E-R, to 1-800-394-1061. And then you'll have your chance to qualify at that point next Friday with Billy and the Badass Rock Show. Right around 5 o'clock, she is going to reveal our one and only winner who will win tickets to every single one of those shows we just mentioned.
Now, Aaron Jones, he's on Welcome to Rockville, and I was super excited for that opportunity to see him. He's one of my favorite new artists we're playing right now. But the fact that we'll get to see him at District Live with like 500 people here in Savannah, that is even cooler.
And not only that, on a Saturday night. He'll be there Saturday, October 23rd. It'll be a great night to get out. The weather will be dying down a little bit. Won't be absolutely, the hellscape we live in for 6 months out of the year. It'll be great. I'm excited to go down and see a show live down there.
So once again, Aaron Jones, your Super Ticket Artist of the Day. Whenever you hear him, send us a text with the word super, your chance to get qualified for the Rock 106.1 Super Ticket. All right, coming up next, are you old enough now to use the phrase, well, back in my day?
Yeah.
Yeah?
All the time. All the time.
All right, so we got some good back in my day. Things that used to be good, but now they suck. It's coming up next, Kotter and Marshall Show. Here's Evanescence and Better Without You, Rock 106.1.
All right. Want a good luck with x-rays for Bree? Sheila says she was the customer service manager at Pooler Home Depot for 10 years. So she saw some stuff.
Oh, I bet.
Sandy says getting in and out of the Chick-fil-A on Mall Boulevard is pretty bad also. Did you see they put up signs right in front of that?
No.
So they actually say no standing traffic on the road. So like from where the Checkers is to the entrance of Chick-fil-A, they put up 3 consecutive signs like 15 feet apart from one another. I just noticed it the other day. It says no standing traffic in this lane or something like that.
Well, I can't wait for everybody to ignore those signs.
Everyone already has.
I know.
I drove by yesterday, and there was people sitting out there, and it was like 11 o'clock.
I'm surprised, and it's gotten worse. I mean, them pulling out on the road was an every now and then thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first got here, it seems to. I mean, it's a daily thing now.
Well, I mean, it's probably worse because the other one shut down.
The other
right?
one shut down. Yeah, I keep forgetting that. So hopefully that will change because it's so bad. I'm surprised there's not accidents. Because
I've almost murdered 12 people out there.
Because you got people
easily.
You got people trying to pull out. You got people trying to get around. It's horrible.
Pull out, never heard of it. I don't know. I don't know why we're still allowing that to go on. There should be something. Like at this point, Chick-fil-A buy out Checkers and like reorganize your drive-through.
Yeah.
If they just knock down Checkers, I mean, they could make some well-adjusted lanes where that would not be an issue.
Yeah, I like that idea.
And Chick-fil-A's got all the money. Don't tell me they don't. They shouldn't have to. Shut up. You don't understand this?
Order on the app, go in and grab it. People are stupid. Yeah. All right, got about a minute and a half.
All right, guys, once again, we're going to jump into this fun little article we found about someone actually starting it on Reddit saying that, things back in the day used to be great, but are sucking now. So we got a little list, and then I think we have a few things ourselves that we're going to add in.
I got some of my own.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that next, and then we're going to jump into Jeffe, the new music beta fish. Here, let's go check in on Jeffe. Oh, he's just literally just sleeping on the side of the tank. There he is. Oh, look at you jumping up. Look at you trying this morning, Jeffe. I'm not feeding you. Work first, then I'll give you a treat.
All right, got under a minute.
Just the camera a little bit. Perfect. All right. Jeffe will be set to go. He'll be jumping on with us to pick a new music song between Eddie Vedder and Bad Wolves here in just a little bit.
All right, 30 seconds.
Just a quick heads up, too. Tomorrow, beer for breakfast. We're excited. Roy Kellett is going to be joining us from United Distributing. He's going to be joining us and picking us up some weird, crazy beers to try.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Kotter and Marshall Show. Now, back in the day when I'd hear the phrase, back in my day, I would just picture some old dude yelling at kids, to get off of their yard.
Shaking his stick from his porch. Get out of here.
Well, now somebody on Reddit asked, the younger generation, what about back in my day stories for you guys? And some of these things that made the list, like I just feel old already. We've got number one, dating sites. They're saying, they used to be better back in the day. It's gotten tough unless you're gorgeous to get anybody's response on a dating site.
Right. I mean, dating sites they became a lot more popular after I got married and started dating my wife. But I can only imagine if I went on there now, I would absolutely get 27 matches probably within the first 30 seconds. Because I am an absolutely just a beefcake of a man over here that chicks would definitely be into.
YouTube is also on this list of things that were better back in my day. Basically complaining about the ads.
The ads are the worst, though. Like if they put them at the beginning of the video only, that would probably be fine with me. But they do them in the middle, and I hate that.
I mean, they got to make money.
Still, like the middle of my video, it's like someone knocking on the door while I'm trying to eat my lunch in my office. Like, do not interrupt me while I'm having this moment of zen.
I know what I'm doing today. Online recipes.
Set you on fire.
This has become a thing lately. Online recipes. I love using the internet to find different meals to cook. But the big thing now is everybody's got to have a story about maybe the recipe. Hey, I got this from Grandma, and it always means a lot when I make this dish.
Yeah.
And you have to scroll and scroll and scroll before you even get to how to make the meal.
Yeah, then they do a couple of different videos. Like one will be an ad, but one will also look like it's the video on how to make it, but it's just them talking about the story of making it. There's just way too much. Like, just give me the recipe at the very top.
What about Facebook? I mean, I think Facebook has gone through a lot of changes. I mean, the amount of influence it has on our lives, on elections, on just everything, going on day to day is kind of crazy. When it first started, it was for colleges only. It was kind of a hookup site, back in the day.
It was rating girls.
Yeah, and now it's this massive global menace, I think maybe the best way to word it.
Oh, yeah, Facebook sucks, dude.
I mean, I agree. I mean, this is something, I think, outside of the rating girls thing. I mean, I think the intentions of when it became a public thing were decent, and now it just feels like the worst thing ever.
Yeah, I think I've blocked and like defriended so many people. The only thing I see is stuff from like garage sale websites, and I think if you can actually get to that point, Facebook is not the worst. So I do look at Facebook every once in a while now.
All right. So what about some things that you find better? Back in the day for you. What you got? Some like personal things?
Well, yeah, and I actually kind of brought it up off the stream a little while ago. But back in the day, Taco Bell used to be so much better, guys.
Yeah.
And ever since they took away the quesalupa, and I am sticking to this, Kotter. Taco Bell, you are dead to me until you bring back the quesalupa. Bring it back. There's no discussion. There's no, well, maybe we got this. You don't. It's not the quesalupa. I'm not going to Taco Bell.
I mean, for me with Taco Bell, they just tried to, and I mean, not that everything's overly difficult now, but they try to get too fancy. I mean, I don't need cheddar fries. I don't need all this, crazy shells wrapped in soft shells and hard shells. I mean, the chicken burrito back in the day when I was in high school, I mean, it was chicken. It was a little bit of cheese. Yeah. Got some beans maybe on there, some sour cream. Delicious.
Taco Bell only has one burrito on their menu.
It's crazy. Bring back the bean and cheese burrito.
Yeah, and once again, the quesalupa, in case you don't know what it is, it's like a taco shell full of cheese, which they melt. They put like on like the little flat iron deal,
right?
And they just fill it up with deliciousness, like a steak or chicken, and throw some some sour cream or whatever on it. It's incredible. It's incredible, and they took it away from us like we're idiots, like we weren't going to notice. Bring back the quesalupa Taco Bell, or I don't even want to say it. I'll get in trouble. I may burn down all your locations.
What? Don't
every
say
single
that.
Every single
Don't
one.
say that.
Every single one in America. I'm going to burn down.
Allegedly.
I'm going to allegedly start thinking about and planning burning down all the Taco Bells.
And tomorrow it's the Kotter Show, everybody. So for me, it's TV, not TV shows. I mean, I think we're in a golden age.
Oh, TV's better than ever.
Of TV shows. But it's the way we consume TV. I liked it when it was all in one spot.
Yeah.
I didn't have to have 12 different streaming options. Then, I didn't have to have cable streaming this, the internet, and all this stuff. I liked it when it's like, I've got all my cable TV channels right there in front of me. I want to splurge and get HBO and Cinemax. Awesome.
Yeah.
But I didn't have to switch back and forth between 12 different things just to watch these shows I want to watch.
Yeah, we complained so much about we only needed so many channels that they changed the way they did TV, and they made it somehow worse.
It's worse.
It's 100% worse. And Kotter actually made one more note. Once again, we're talking about things that back in the day used to be good that suck now. And I just wrote one more thing, and I just wrote the Atlanta Falcons. and it's mostly about the Super Bowl year, but I won't get into it. It's just the Atlanta Falcons.
All right, coming up next, we got Jeffe 2, the new music Betta Fish. He's selecting either a new tune from Bad Wolves, it's called Lifeline, or some solo Eddie Vedder, it's called Long Way. So that's coming up. Stick around. It is Jeffe 2, the new music Betta Fish. Next, Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Sean goes, what if Taco Bell offers to sponsor the show? Unless they bring back quesalupa? I don't know. No, absolutely not. Quesalupa or nothing.
The Eddie Vedder song is just Long Way. I don't know why I put a Long Way Home, so just FYI.
Gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, Eddie Vedder is going to be the first story that I'll talk about in Marshall's Music News today. Just a heads up there, too.
Okay.
I've got Eddie Vedder news, Bad Wolves news, and then Shinedown. A little blurb. That'll probably be the last one, or middle one, whatever. Max says they need to bring back the cheesy potato burrito. Cheesy potato burrito. At Mac, especially at Taco Bell. Hey, speaking of things Taco Bell needs to change, they brought out their breakfast menu they've been doing breakfast, I feel like almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
They haven't done anything with it. They haven't like added anything. Like Taco Bell, I don't know what's going on with you guys, but get it right. Stop messing with us. And I'll stop talking about Taco Bell.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I'm pretty adamant about my Taco Bell.
It's got renting a lot of space in your head, man.
It owns me. It owns me right now.
Oh, it's Vince's birthday. Vince Becker from over at Habersham.
Oh, yeah. I didn't make it over there yesterday. I was thinking about stopping by after work today.
Happy birthday, Vince. If you need if you need or have questions about craft beer, don't know what to buy, don't know what's new out there that's good, go see Vince, skinny, balded gentleman over at Habersham. He'll take care of you. The dude knows his stuff. All right. So Bad Wolves, Eddie Vedder, trivia, Big Guy. Yeah, it's a full show. Lots of stuff still to get to.
Yeah, tomorrow we'll have, like I said, we'll have Roy from United coming in for Beer for Breakfast. We'll also do the Mount Rushmore of Metallica songs from the Black Album.
Yeah, like I said, this is going to be weird because we've never done one that had so few of options.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I mean, it's not endless, but usually, there's enough to go around. This one will be fun.
So back on July 3rd, I believe it was, our 20th anniversary show, we had Sponge, Puddle of Mud, Filter, a couple local bands. It was a good time.
Yeah.
So Vinny from Sponge has just joined a new band. So Dave Elfson, who left Metallica, and by left, I mean he was kicked out of, Megadeth. I apologize. Dave Elfson, who left Megadeth, kicked out because apparently he was grooming a young child. Not confirmed. He has started a new band called The Lucid. Now, Vinny from Sponge is going to be the lead singer. They also have guitarist Drew Fortier and Fear Factor drummer Mike Heller. Now, they're going to release their self-titled debut album on October 15th. And the very first song has come out, and it is entitled Maggot Wind. So I have not got a chance to listen to the song yet.
You have to listen to this.
But it's quite a lineup. Vinny from Sponge, the drummer of Fear Factory, and Dave Elfson, former bassist of Megadeth. What a lineup that is. But it's called The Lucid, and their first single is Maggot Wind.
I'm sorry. That's still the most ridiculous name for a song. That's good.
It's something special, that's for sure.
Kind of need to listen to it. I never did coffee, so I'm going to go do that. Be right back.
Perfect. Yeah, today should be a great day for just fun stuff coming out between The Matrix Resurrections, which is the new trailer coming out at noon today. Definitely something to try to find on your phone. Yeah, Maggot Wind. Something on your phone when you're taking lunch today. Also, they're going to do a hour-long PlayStation presentation at 4 o'clock announcing a bunch of new games. Hopefully going to see some footage for the new God of War game. But, yeah, we've got some cool stuff coming out later on today. Also, keep listening for Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, every time you hear him today, make sure to listen up and text us the word super for your chance to win tickets to 5 different shows. Fozzy, Aaron Jones, Candlebox in there. You win the super ticket. Of course, get more information over our website, rock1061.com.
Oh, right.
You made that coffee too late. You're going to be up all night now, old band.
No, I'll still be able to nap. Trust me.
Good old Maggot Wind.
That's so funny. Yeah. Ooh, Sonic is coming out with seltzers.
Sonic, the fast food place?
Yeah.
They're coming out with alcoholic seltzers?
6 states get exclusive release of a new drink.
I'm good. I don't need that in my life. Speaking of seltzers, we have some seltzers that we're going to try from the new, is it Bud Light?
Yeah, it's Bud Light.
Yeah. Bud Light has a new line of seltzers. It's the flannel, fall flannel edition seltzers, and includes marshmallow and pumpkin spice.
It's interesting.
So we're going to try those on the stream. Sometime here in the next week or so.
Yeah, I got to make room in the fridge in my office. It's a tiny fridge, rather full.
Just throw Max lunch on the floor.
She usually puts that in the front, front one now.
So we talked about it earlier this week, but Donald Trump is going to be calling the Holyfield Vitor Belfort fight.
Right.
So according to him, he is getting an obscene amount of money for providing live and alternative commentary for the fight.
Okay.
Let's see. Apparently, they're paying millions and millions of dollars to have him on the mic for this fight.
Really?
Trump says that Triller is providing him with an G5 jet to take him back and forth to West Palm Beach, where Trump lives. Interesting.
Are they going to make... That doesn't seem worth it. Are they going to make that much on the fight?
I don't know. But Donald Trump is going to be calling a fight that's happening this weekend, September 11th. He's going to provide commentary for the main event bout between Evander Holyfield and MMA fighter Vitor Belfort in a boxing match, a celebrity-ish boxing match. Ooh, bad news. Beck, the artist Beck, he just got divorced. He apparently is keeping some Banksy art pieces that he bought.
Oh, good for him.
But is losing a minivan.
I think that's a fair trade. Something tells me the resale value on the Banksy art is going to be a little bit more than the minivan.
So Marissa, an actress who had roles in Days Confused, Pleasantville, and several other movies, who's Beck's former wife now, is apparently getting some Banksy pieces, plus some bank accounts that of him, and the family minivan, a 2014 Honda Odyssey.
I want to see Beck driving a minivan.
And then Beck's going to pay Marissa $20,000 per month in spousal support and additional payments if he earns more than $1.7 million a year. He also has to pay $15,000 a month per child.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. It is time for Jeffe 2, the new music beta fish, to select a new song for us. Choices today. We got brand new stuff from Bad Wolves. This is the band's first song without former lead singer Tommy Vext, who's actually going to be in Savannah tonight at Victory North. They got a brand new lead singer, Daniel Laskovitz, or just DL, is what everybody calls him. The new album, Dear Monsters, is set to come out October 29th. Once again, the name of the song is Lifeline. I mean, if you didn't know Tommy Vext left the band, you wouldn't know that wasn't Tommy Vext.
Yeah, that was spot on. I mean, it's a perfect guy to replace Tommy Vext for Bad Wolves. I mean, his voice is very, very similar. Almost once, like you said, you couldn't even tell the difference unless someone said something to you.
All right, option 2 is a brand new tune from Eddie Vedder. He's got a solo album coming out. It's going to be called Earthling. I couldn't find a release date on the album.
There is no release date yet, yeah.
All right, so the song features Chad Smith and Josh Klinghoffer, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, also Beaumont Tench of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. His new song is called Long Way.
So Eddie Vedder is just Tom Petty now. We're just not going to pretend like he's not Tom Petty?
I'm okay with this. I mean, Tom Petty is one of my favorite artists of all time.
Right.
I love Eddie Vedder's voice. I've said it for years. As he gets older, I think his voice gets better. I am cool if his solo stuff is just like everything Tom Petty never got to because he died too soon.
Yeah, it's a big-time Tom Petty feel on that new Eddie Vedder track, yes, from Pearl Jam, Eddie Vedder. So let's go ahead and have Jeffe get to work once again. If you're watching the live stream on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, you'll notice a little fishy on your live stream there, and Jeffe is going to get to work. So on the left-hand side of the tank will be represented by Bad Wolves. On the right-hand side of the tank will be Eddie Vedder. I'm going to give Jeffe the signal. Jeffe, get to work, buddy. All right, there we go. Giving him the signal. He's immediately in the middle again. All right, now he's going over to Eddie Vedder, but doubles back to Bad Wolves, and he's choosing Bad Wolves today.
All right, there we go. Brand new stuff from Bad Wolves. Tune is called Lifeline. Brand new singer DL. Thank you, Jeffe, too. It's Rock 106.1.
It was a tough one for Jeffe today. He immediately went over to Bad Wolves. Then he kind of got a little bit closer to the middle, but he was still to the left. And then he just kind of went over to the right there. Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Tough day for Jeffe.
Good news, everybody. Since Marshall's talking about Eddie Vedder and this project in Marshall's Music News, we're going to play that one anyway.
Yeah.
So there you go. Get them both today.
Like an hour away.
Yeah, still.
All right, I'm going to give Jeffe a little treat here.
Yeah.
You're a good boy, Jeffe. There you go, bud. Right there. Good boy. Man, he ate that right away. All right, Jeffe, your work is done for another week, my friend. Good job. Good job. All right, coming up next, we got trivia. Let's throw out one last pair of tickets to Tommy Vext. He's going to be playing over at Victory North tonight. Tickets still available. You can actually buy those tickets right now over at rock1061.com.
All right, got about 2 minutes.
After trivia today, we'll have the Big Guy Frank Sulkowski on for our very first Big Guy breakdown of the season. Are you starving him, Jeffe? No. This boy eats good. So I give Jeffe 2 pellets, usually right when I get in, and then I give him usually 2 more-ish by the end of the show. And then Mac feeds him before she leaves every day, which I think is around, 2 or 3 o'clock, depending on her day. He's fed well.
Yeah. All right, got about 90 seconds.
All right, let me just get trivia open real quick. Throw away that. So it's been a bad week for us playing trivia. Kotter tied yesterday. I lost the day before.
Yeah, it's been rough, man. It's been a rough go. I want to say if they select to take on you get that one, probably get that one. Yeah, you'll do okay, I think. I'm not going to lie. There's a math question.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You don't have to do math. Just have to have some general math knowledge.
Right. I don't have that. So it should be fun. So either way, we'll play some trivia here in about 20 seconds or so. Kotter, I will say you get 4 out of 7 of mine, at least. You definitely won't go perfect.
All right, guys, be right back. That was brand new stuff from Bad Wolves called Lifeline, picked by Jeffe 2, the new music Beta Fish. Now, are you smarter than a community college dropout? It's brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl. 1 round of trivia, 7 questions, 60 seconds. Do you have what it takes to step up and challenge myself or Marshall?
That's all you need to do is just challenge us, because winning and losing, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to hook you up with a prize, and today's prize is tickets to go check out Tommy Vext, formerly of Bad Wolves, playing tonight over at Victory North Savannah. So if you want a pair of tickets, go check him out. Be the first caller right now. 1-800-394-1061.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? It is brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl. Your chance to take on one of us right now. 800-394-1061.
All right, guys, if any of you want to take us on in trivia, go ahead and give us a call. 1-800-394-1061. Once again, first caller up, we'll hook you up with tickets to go check out Tommy Vext.
There we go.
Let's go.
Oh, never mind. Rock 1061, who's this?
Holly.
Hi, Holly. How's it going?
It's going.
Perfect. Who do you want to take on today? Myself or Marshall?
I'll do Marshall.
Okay, fair enough. All right, 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. If you don't know an answer to a question, want to pass, feel free to do so. And if we have time at the end, we'll come back to it, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go, Holly. Question number 1 is multiple choice. In what month were all 6 original Star Wars films released? Was it May, July, or December?
May.
That is correct. In what city is the company headquarters for Coca-Cola located?
Atlanta.
That is correct. What is the oldest active ballpark in Major League Baseball?
Now, you know I know nothing about baseball.
I didn't know you were playing.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll pass. We'll come back to it. What's the top number of a fraction called?
The top number of a fraction is called the Dominator.
Close, but incorrect. Name one of the 2 U.S. states that grows coffee commercially.
Repeat it.
Name one of the 2 U.S. states that grow coffee commercially.
South Carolina.
Incorrect. Dennis Quaid played what legendary rock and roller in the movie Great Balls of Fire?
Oh, I don't know.
One more question. How many U.S. presidents have served 2 terms, 19 or 21?
19.
Incorrect. All right, Holly, that is time. All right, Marshall, Holly got 2 out of 7.
Okay.
Holly, we're going to put you on hold. Be right back to you. Put Marshall to the test now. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. It is multiple choice. Are you ready?
Let's go.
In what month were all 6 original Star Wars films released? May, July, or December?
May.
That is correct. In what city is the company headquarters for Coca-Cola located?
Atlanta.
That is correct. What is the oldest active ballpark in Major League Baseball?
Fenway.
That is correct.
Nice.
What's the top number of a fraction called? There's your math question.
Remainder.
Incorrect. Name one of the 2 U.S. states that grow coffee commercially.
Hawaii?
Correct.
Nice.
Dennis Quaid played what legendary rock and roller in the movie Great Balls of Fire?
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Correct. Multiple choice. How many U.S. presidents have served 2 terms, 19 or 21?
19?
Incorrect. All right, all right, Holly. Marshall got you today. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 7. But don't worry. We're still going to hook you up some tickets for Tommy Vext.
Thank you.
No problem. Marshall will give you a call after the show, and we'll get you everything sorted out, okay?
Thanks, Holly.
All right, thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, let's go over the correct answers real quick. In what month were all 6 original Star Wars films released? That, of course, is May. Coca-Cola headquarters located in Atlanta. Fenway is the oldest active ballpark in Major League Baseball. Top of a fraction is called the numerator.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
The numerator. Name one of the 2 U.S. states that grow coffee commercially, California and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid, of course, played Jerry Lee Lewis in the movie Great Balls of Fire, and there have been 21 presidents who have served 2 terms in the United States.
Cool.
We're back at it tomorrow. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Brought to you by the Savannah Bar Crawl. Play at 8:30. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, we'll be right back on the stream with audio. Cotter's going to edit that up.
All right, good.
All right, guys, back on the live stream. Thanks for hanging with us while Kotter was editing that up with the win. My record moves to 39 wins, almost to 40, 7 losses, and 8 ties. Well, at the beginning of next year, if we still have jobs and on the air, we'll reset. We'll reset our win totals. That's the goal.
I think that's fair.
Charles says, where's Vic been? Somebody checked the sheriff's department's 72-hour bookings.
He's called in.
He called in a couple times last week. He has actually called in this week.
I think that's right, yeah.
I don't know. Ebbs and flows of Vic. Also, he's been trying to quit his job for a while, but he's also been working, according to his last call with us, which was, I think, last week.
Yeah.
Remember he walked off the job last week?
Yes, he did.
I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have a job right now. He's trying to figure out a new job. Maybe he finally quit.
All right, I'm going to go grab a coffee.
You never really know with that big, beautiful man, Vic of ours. You just don't. Hello, Stacy. Do I have a T-shirt? I think I do. I keep an emergency T-shirt here just in case. You could just keep it, but I'll bring it to you here in just a second. All right then. Yeah, Vic may have went on a holiday weekend bender for sure. All right, guys. I'm looking forward to another, good day of getting a lot of extra stuff done here at work. Got lots of projects we've been working on behind the scenes, so hopefully have some cool stuff to share with you, here in the next few days and weeks. Also today, if you're looking for something to completely distract you from work, I brought it up a few times, but I'm just really excited about it. The Matrix Resurrections trailer, the Matrix 4 trailer is supposed to drop at noon. There's a PlayStation event at 4 o'clock, and if you're looking to get the hell out of the house and, not stare at your family or just do another night in front of Netflix, come see me. I'm going to be doing bingo. Once again, I'll be over at the draft room at Berwick. I'll be doing bingo tonight at 7 o'clock. We're just going to do an hour, though, because football is coming on. I think just after 8 o'clock. We're just going to do a short round, but we're giving away a $50 gift card and lots of other stuff. Let's see. What's y'all's call-in number for the contest? It's 1-800-394-1061, Sheila, when it comes to trivia in the morning. Same number if you want to text in for the super ticket promotion, 1-800-394-1061. You just got to text super when you hear Aaron Jones today for your chance to win. A-Dub says, what the hell was that at 8:45? I don't know. I was talking about the Matrix, and there's a PlayStation event, so they're doing a PlayStation State of Play today at 4 o'clock, where they'll actually be showcasing a bunch of new games. And then the Matrix Resurrections, new Matrix movie.
All right, so the band that we talked about last week that had the poo in the pit, Turnstile.
Yeah.
They're taking advantage of that, releasing a single.
That's awesome.
It's called Blackout. So I find it funny. I mean, maybe they plan on releasing it anyway.
Yeah.
But I thought that was pretty good.
Check it out after the show today. See if it's worth it.
I will. But yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Take advantage of that situation, man.
Yeah. And obviously, if you're a football fan, you're really going to love the show because we have the big guy, Frank Sulkowski, coming on here just after 9 o'clock today. He'll be doing the big guy breakdown. We've got 3 games that we need for him to break down to let us know who the winners are going to be Just in case you're one of those, 65% of people in America that plan on gambling this weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe the big guy, Frank Sulkowski, can help you out.
Stacy T-shirt.
Oh, Stacy swung in. She needs to borrow a T-shirt. She says that she looks like Beetlejuice today.
Oh.
And she was, I guess, self-conscious about her shirt that she chose. So speaking of, I have to go get her a shirt.
Okay, go for it.
So I'll be right back. Sorry.
That's all good. All right, so we'll be getting to the big guy, breaking down 3 games. So I'll let you know what he's going to break down if Marshall hasn't done so already. Obviously, we're going to do the Atlanta Falcons game. They take on the Eagles. That is Sunday at 1 o'clock. I'm going to break down the Bills and the Steelers, also Sunday at 1 o'clock. And then I'm going to have them talk about the very first game of the season, Thursday Night Football, Cowboys at the Buccaneers. So we'll be checking in with the big guy here just after 9 o'clock. After that, going to play Wheel of Florida and then Marshall's Music News. And he's got more details about the Eddie Vedder solo album. So since we didn't get to it during Jeffe, because Jeffe picked Bad Wolves, going to play that Eddie Vedder song Long Way today for Marshall's Music News. So still get a chance to hear it there. Sorry. She should look at herself in the mirror. Harsh made-up. Hey, to be fair, I've looked at myself in the mirror in the morning, granted it's 3, and gone, that's passable. Then I get here, and I look at myself in on the stream. I'm like, oh, that was a bad choice all around. What the hell was I thinking? So, it happens. I wasn't thinking Beetlejuice. Now that you say it, I get it. But see, I would never have thought it. Now you point it out, and I'm like, okay, I kind of get it, but it's not. I don't know. No. What? No. Okay. All right. Looks like we may have a new Papa Roach song. Oh, look at that. Called is dropping tomorrow at 12. I won't say anything yet, just to be safe. So that's a thing too. All right, new Papa Roach. All right, so coming up out of commercials, which we're in now, we got some Stone Temple Pilots at Wicked Garden, Finger 11, gonna hear some Beck, and then we will get the one, the only, the big guy. It has been a while since we talked to the big guy. When was it? Shoot, I don't know. It has been a few months since we've had the big guy on the air, so excited to have him back.
Sorry about that. Had to take care of Stacy, getting her a shirt, and then Mike. I was talking to him for a second.
See, I wouldn't even thought Beetlejuice until she said something. Then she said it. I'm like, all right, I see it now. But
yeah. Stacy, come here. So I keep a shirt. I kept a shirt here as my just in case shirt,
right?
Just in case, like I don't know, tore something, spilled myself on something. So, Stacy, go ahead and jump on camera 3. Sit down and jump on camera 3.
The camera's still over there with Jeffe.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible. Are you on the air or just a live stream?
What?
Just on the live stream?
Yeah.
What, Mike?
Could have given me a cool Marshall and Kotter shirt. No.
We don't have any. Those are Aaron did those.
Oh, did he?
Don't remember that one. I just want to show off Stacy's sick shirt right there. So this is my just in case shirt. This is Charles, the EBI Demolition Division. Hold on, let me look at that sick shirt.
Yeah, it's BA. But the problem was I had green hair in this shirt on.
See, I didn't think I wouldn't. I get it now that it's pointed out, but I wasn't going, oh, you look like Beetlejuice today.
I felt like it. As soon as I got in the car and I realized it, I was like, crap.
Yeah. Well, you look so much better with that shirt on.
I feel good about it.
It's very good.
EBI, whatever that means.
EBI. That's Charles, our buddy's
Big, bold, and
company.
sexy.
Yeah. It was my just in case shirt. I kept it here just in case. You never know. And look at that. Finally came to use after months. Months.
I appreciate you for that because this was not a good look.
You'll know next time.
Well, thanks for swinging in.
In fact, it's almost like
That's kind of harsh.
well, I'm going to change my hair color.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
Sean, Rhett was in the chat. I don't know if he's still around or not.
Yeah, Rhett was here.
Trying to figure out how much trouble I can get if I send beer through the USB. It depends if they catch you. We had somebody years ago.
Oh, no, I send beer all the time, man.
We had somebody send us beer from Alaska. Were you here for that? It was the street team removed to Alaska. So we had a street team removed to Alaska, and then as soon as she got there, she sent us a bunch of beer. It was awesome.
I mean, so I actually just got my second half of my hot Mountain Dew soda in the mail yesterday. So they don't know what you're sending.
Yeah.
As long as it's not, flammable.
Yeah, package it right so it's not going to break or spill, and you'll be fine.
So here's the proper way to package beer if you're going to send it. If you don't have one of those really nice sturdy boxes,
right?
Put bubble wrap around the can completely. Use rubber bands to hold it in place, and then put the beer in a plastic garbage bag and tie it 27 times, and then make sure that you have nice padding around your beer. I've sent beer through the mail before, allegedly, maybe. I don't know, depending on who's listening. So just a heads up there. I think that's the best way of doing it. But definitely make sure, because, if the package is leaking, I think they have to open it or they have to, get rid of it.
Yeah.
So make sure to put whatever your liquid is in a plastic bag. So just in case for some reason it does pop open for some reason, that hopefully it doesn't get out.
Excuse me. So obviously Saturday is 9/11, 20th anniversary of the attacks in New York.
Yeah.
So there was, as soon as that happened, a bunch of movies and video games and stuff, TV shows changed things, because of the events of 9/11.
Okay.
So here's a list of some of the things that got changed that you may or may not have forgotten. Now, in an early trailer of 2002 Spider-Man, Spidey, was catching a helicopter.
Between the Twin Towers.
The Twin Towers. The whole scene was cut, and a scene of Spider-Man hanging off a flagpole with the American flag was added. Now, a bunch of TV shows and movies just had images of the Twin Towers that they completely took out. Now, I get it at the time. Looking back now, leave them in, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Sex and the City, Men in Black 2, the final scene in Men in Black 2 is supposed to feature the World Trade Centers heavily. Ended up switching it out to the Statue of Liberty, Armageddon, Kissing Jessica Stein, Zoolander, Sopranos, and Serendipity. Sesame Street actually added storylines. One included a grease fire at Mr. Hooper's that traumatized Elmo. Big Bird dealing with a xenophobic pen pal just to help kids, learn about it and adjust. A Friends episode removed a scene where Chandler joked about bombs at the airport. Probably a good idea. Grand Theft Auto 3 removed a terrorist-related mission. And Lilo and Stitch originally had Stitch flying a plane recklessly through a city.
Right.
But they changed that to a spaceship, and instead of a city, changed it to mountains. Which I get. That one makes sense.
So that's all the changes media made after 9/11.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I thought happened, but I just Googled it and it didn't, was on September 11th that year, I thought Slayer was going to release God Hates Us All, which was obviously an interesting album to put out on that day. And I thought they delayed it, but they actually didn't. So on 9/11, 2001, Slayer released God Hates Us All. And I swear to God they delayed it, but they did not. It just came out that day.
It might have been another album that got delayed, because I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking there was kind of a major album coming out that got put on hold, but I don't remember.
Let's see. Sean said, didn't they stop the Boondock Saints from coming out because they didn't think America could handle the gruesome content? I don't remember, honestly.
That could have been it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give us a second, guys. I'm going to fire up the delay here, so hold on 1 second. We'll be right back. There we go.
Are we currently delayed up?
Getting there. Getting there.
Let me look up that Boondock Saints thing. I don't remember.
I want to say there was, that might have been right, but there was definitely, I agree with you. There was some sort of album that got delayed. Here we go. Here's a list of delayed films. A View from the Top. The story revolves around flight attendants. Collateral Damage.
Yeah, I don't remember that first one, View from the Top.
Yeah, I don't either. Training Day was actually pushed back a few weeks. The Time Machine. They removed some scenes in there. Also television. Music and radio. POD actually released their album Satellite that day, and its lead single was Alive, and they're saying the events could have made that tune a little bit more successful because of the positive message it had in the aftermath of everything.
That's true. Yeah, I don't see anything on the Boondock Saints. Sean, just a heads up.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. We got two more tunes. Finger 11's playing now. Once Beck starts, I will call the big guy.
So Frank's been doing this bit with us for a while now, but it's the first time we're really doing it on the morning show. Did it with the afternoons. I sent you the list of games that were.
Yeah, I sent those to him.
Oh, cool. You saw the highlighted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I sent him 3 games. Yeah, he's called in 3 times maybe for a sports update since we moved to mornings.
Yeah, not too many.
Yeah, just a handful.
But now it's every week.
Yeah, we'll see how this goes for the big guy. He is not a morning guy anymore. Or he's not a morning guy now.
Also, this year I'll be creating one of my. Oh my God! I just had the word in my head. Spread list, not spread list. I'll be creating an Excel file to follow all the big guy's picks to see how he does throughout the season.
Right.
If I knew how to talk and use words, I would have been able to say that more eloquently. But I'll be keeping a track of how the big guy does this year. So if we ever do get gambling, approved in Georgia, I can let people know whether they should listen to the big guy or not.
The answer is no. Gonna go on the limb.
just straight up no.
Just no.
He's a little bit emotional when it comes to choosing his picks, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, I'm just excited to watch football tonight. Meaningful football. Honestly, I'll probably watch. I'll be home a little after it starts. I'll probably watch at least into the third quarter.
Yeah.
Almost 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight. I'll probably watch a good portion of the game. Now, I don't have any Cowboys players, but I think I have a couple Buccaneers on my team, so I need the Buccaneers to absolutely trounce the Cowboys tonight.
Yeah, I need to check my lineups to make sure I'm set. I think I am, but need to double check.
So I joined another fantasy football league because I'm an idiot, and with our friends over at the draft room at Berwick. So they messaged me yesterday. They're like, hey, the draft's tonight. I'm like, cool. I'll just do it from my house. They're like, okay, well, if you want, we close down at 9. If you want to come, just text us. We're going to open the door, free drinks. And I was like, really? Free drinks? Come on, man.
Could have gone and had a beer or two.
Right. No. No,
Yeah.
I don't do a beer or two.
You could have done it.
I would have never came to work today.
You know when to say when.
I would have never came to work today if I went and hung out with the guys at the draft room last night.
What happened? I don't know. After the third shot of whatever, I just don't remember anything.
And every time I hang out with like Damian and Haley, the people that own and run the draft room at Berwick, every time we do shots. And I'm like, I'm not built for shots anymore. One shot, maybe, the entire night. Liquid, good morning.
So I tried New Realms vodka. They distilled their vodka from here in Savannah.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, it's 120 proof.
It burns.
But they didn't use like potato, or what's the other thing they usually use for vodka? Potato and something else.
Not usually a vodka guy,
So
can tell you.
one of their other breweries makes an alcohol-free IPA. They used the hops left over from that and made their vodka. So it's a really interesting flavored vodka. It's got a kick to it. I mean, I tried a sip. I'm like, that's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got an interesting flavor because it's made with like hops. It's really interesting.
So I just Googled, what do they make vodka out of? Traditionally, vodka is made from grain rye being the most common.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
All right, guys, we're going to call the big guy.
1 9 1 2 3 3 3 3 3 0. That's his phone number.
Hello.
Big guy, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Frank. Good morning, sir.
It's raining.
It is raining. 100%. Is it weird to see this morning rain? Usually you're not awake right now?
Well, actually, I mean, like this school year, I've set over a new lease, and I wake up every morning and take my daughters to school so I can at least see them.
Right.
Makes sense.
So wait,
Yeah.
so you're trying to be a dad for the first time?
After 13 years, it's probably time. I started investing.
Yeah. Frank, you seem like are you a little bit off your phone? You seem a little like away from your phone.
That's what I'm getting. Hold on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, I'm right here.
There we go.
There you go. Frank was just putting his pants on. So.
One leg at a time. There
Yeah.
you go.
So we got about 1:40 before we hop on the air. So
Hey, Frank, before we jump on the air, I do have a question because I think I saw a picture of you recently. You were at the anchor desk. You had the suit jacket on. You had the tie. You had the dress shirt. But I think you were standing up and wearing shorts. Now, can you let me know, like, percentage-wise, like, what percentage of the time are you actually wearing, like, the full suit while anchoring the news?
I very seldom wear a full suit.
Gotcha. Is it just usually, like, cargo shorts, but you have the legit top?
Usually, I'm usually just in a sports coat. I very seldom wear suits. I'm not a suit guy. I wear a suit to a funeral and a wedding. So usually it's just a button down and a sports coat, and I'm usually rocking my khakis. It's whatever I wear that day covering sports. Usually I go on the set with it. So
Love it, man. All right, well,
but yeah, I mean it's one of those things I just throw on. You know, it's business up top, party down the bottom.
love it.
it's awesome. All right,
So it usually is the case.
we got about 30 seconds.
All right, we're going to talk about tonight's game,
Yep.
the Falcons game,
And the Steelers-Bills game. Yeah.
Steelers Bills. Yep.
All right, cool. We're going to get ready. Got about 15 seconds. Next time we talk, we'll be on the air, okay?
Sounds good.
Marshall, it is so good to say that football is back. And I don't know about you, Marshall, but it seems like it just took forever to get to this season.
It has been a very, very long year. But you know what feels good to say?
What?
The big guy is back on with us. Ladies and gentlemen, the big guy, Frank Sulkowski from WJCL.
Good morning, guys.
How you been, Frank? I mean, we're trying to figure out. It's been like months since we talked. So are you doing good? You all right?
It's been months since we talked. It's been years since we've actually hung out, in person because of this whole pandemic thing. And you guys just talked about it briefly. I can't believe football season is here. And for us sports guys, it seems like football season really, truly never ends. It just seems like just yesterday, I was in New Orleans for Georgia Southern bowl game, and we were talking about the Heisman Trophy and national championships and Super Bowl, and here it is again. I mean, it really slaps you in the face. It gets to July, and that clock starts speeding up. I mean, we're already going into week 2 of the college football season, and now it's time for the NFL to kick off. High school's been going for a month now, so it's crazy.
Yeah, it's great. It's great to have football back in our lives overall. I mean, I watched the Georgia-Clemson game this past Saturday. Let's not even talk about it. It was just so bad. Glad to see Georgia pick up the win, though. But let's talk about pro football. It's back, Thursday Night Football. Tonight, NBC, 8:30. Cowboys at Buccaneers, are defending champions. Please, Frank, break down the very first game of the season.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Of course, Cowboys, they're America's team, and Dak Prescott is back, and that's reason to be excited for Cowboys. Here's why Dallas fans should not be excited. They're taking on the defending Super Bowl champs who returned their entire starting 22 starters returned.
Yeah.
This team is loaded with the guys who won it all last year. They're back again this year. Now, granted, Tom Brady is now 98 years old.
That's true. That's a fact.
But he is Tom Brady, and he has a Super Bowl ring that can fit on every finger and toe on his body. But that's the thing. No, I think this is a tone setter for them, and Tampa Bay. When they went out and did what they did, they've made an investment. They are loaded. And again, they'll be one of the teams that figure to be competing for the Super Bowl again this year. And it all starts tonight. I look for Tampa Bay to come out and set the tone early. And I don't foresee an early season problem, even though Cowboys, I think, will be improved. When I say improved, I think maybe – they win the NFC East and pick up 10 wins. I say that. My sleeper this year in the NFC is the Washington Football Club. Again, I think that's my sleeper in the NFC as a whole. But Dallas doesn't have enough guns to hang with Tampa in this one.
All right, game number 2, we're going to have you break down going into Sunday, 1 o'clock game on CBS. Steelers at the Bills. This could be a good game.
Oh, this really good. I mean, if you're looking at it for a marquee game on week 1, I think this is it because it's kind of been the passing of the torch in the AFC. I really think, now that Tom Brady is gone from New England, I think the AFC really runs through Pittsburgh. It runs through Kansas City. And, of course, it is running through Buffalo. We saw the Bills advance to the AFC Championship game last year. And I think, going into this year, this has to be one of the picks to reach the Super Bowl. I think Buffalo has added good pieces. We've seen what they were able to do last year. Their defense is very strong. And this one's all going to come down to, in the trenches. This is going to be, whose line can get the job done. And I just think Buffalo is on to something. I think they've done a good job filling in the pieces, adding to in certain spots. And I think this is kind of where they make a statement right out the gate. But, again, I think this is going to be a good game. And I only see this thing going, 24-20, something like that, a 27-21. This is going to be a really good football game on paper. I think Buffalo wins the game against Pittsburgh.
Well, the biggest move the Buffalo Bills actually made was getting Mitch Trubisky as their backup quarterback. I mean, obviously, Frank, this is a move that's going to set them towards the Super Bowl.
Well, as I've learned over the years, anytime you can have anybody who's even been mentioned in the breath of the Chicago Bears,
that's
you're doing things right.
Well, speaking of the Chicago Bears, we have one more game for you to break down, and that's going to be the Falcons game this week. Obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles are coming to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Now, the Falcons had the number 4 pick in the draft. They chose to go with a tight end. Now, this tight end, he looks like he is going to be a game changer. Kyle Pitts. but you had a chance at Justin Fields. So briefly, Big Guy, if you don't mind, touch upon if you think Matt Ryan's still the guy, he can still get it done. Did you guys make a big mistake not taking Justin Fields possibly at 4 there? And who do you think's going to win the game?
I think Justin Fields, was a steal for the Bears where they got him.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a good position for him. I think he is the future there. I don't think his time was in Atlanta. I think Matt Ryan, has 5 years left in him.
Oh, dang. That's so many years.
I know. He can still, look, Tom Brady, we just talked about 98 years old.
Yeah, that's true.
So if he can do it, Matt Ryan can do it at 72. So, why not?
How many championships has Matt Ryan won?
Well, he won half a Super Bowl.
That first half, man.
First half, still waiting for his ring, I think.
Exactly. Still waiting for half of it, his consolation prize. But listen, I think the guy still can play. You add a guy like Kyle Pitts, and you touched about it. Some people are saying that this is a generational type talent. He's a tight end, but really, a lot of times those tight ends nowadays are just a hair slower wide receiver. I mean, and that can block really good in the trenches. So I think Kyle Pitts is going to have a great career. I do. I think I think it was a good pick. I think it was the right pick for the Falcons, and I do think Matt Ryan has some time left. Now, I will say this: if the Falcons don't really start solidifying that offensive line, and we've been saying this for years now, it all boils down to that offensive line. And they need to give Matt Ryan some protection because he keeps taking shots. He's not going to be able to be around for 5 more years. With that said, I think with Calvin Ridley, you have the Pitts. I think Atlanta is going to be in a good situation. Plus, this is hard to say because so many people, liked Julio Jones, and Julio Jones is such an amazing talent. I think freeing yourself of him is actually going to let off a lot of pressure, in Atlanta. Now that we're starting to find out that it wasn't a harmonious locker room and things weren't great. And I think Matt Ryan can kind of show his tool belt a little bit, show, what he can do and spread it out a little bit more and not have to be concentrating on Julio Jones. So I think Atlanta is bound for a better season. Then you're looking at Philadelphia. They're kind of an influx with their quarterback situation. You have Jalen Hurts is going to be your starter. We know that guy's a winner. He came through the Alabama program and was able to do a lot of things. I think Falcons still have a lot of holes on defense. That's one thing that really scares me. But I do think they have more than Philadelphia in the opener. So I think Falcons get started on the right foot. They're coming back. They ain't back yet, but I think Atlanta will have a better season. It's really it's not hard to say that because there's really nowhere to go but up after the past couple years. But I do like Atlanta in the season opener, and that's just not a homer talking.
All right, Big Guy, it is great to have you back on. Look forward to talking to you each and every week as you break down the NFL. So happy NFL season, Big Guy.
Guys, I appreciate it. Enjoy it. It is a glorious time of year as we get every level of football starting to play. So it's a good time.
All right, here's Mammoth WVH. It's Don't Back Down, Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, Frank, thank you so much for joining us today, man. Appreciate it.
All right, gents, we'll talk to you later.
Frank, quick question: Are you still traveling with Georgia Southern this year?
Yeah, actually, tomorrow I'm headed out to Boca Raton for Georgia Southern FAU. So yeah, I'm going on traveling on Fridays, but usually we don't leave until the afternoon. Whatever you guys need.
Well, no. Are you going to the Arkansas game?
Oh yeah. I'll be up in Fayetteville next weekend.
My kid goes to Arkansas. I'm going to be out there for the game.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, let's hook up.
Yeah, I'll reach out to you when we're there. So I'm going to be there. I get there. I don't know, like Thursday night or something.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, we'll go up. I'll probably leave Friday like at 1, so we'll be up there mid-afternoon or whatever stuff. And then we usually try to find people and have drinks and everything, eat and festive, and then Saturday's game day. So
all right, sounds good.
We're going up next weekend.
All right, cool.
All right, gentlemen, we'll talk to y'all later. Let me know if you need anything.
All right, thanks, Frank.
Thanks, Big Guy.
See you, man.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Good to have the Big Guy back on with us. I love his always optimistic attitude towards the Falcons.
He's all in, man.
He's always optimistic about them.
All in on the Falcons.
Definitely don't feel the same way, but good for him. Good for him. I appreciate his optimism for the year. All right, guys, coming up next, we're going to have another rendition of Wheel of Florida. Let me actually get the wheel up. Get it set, justified, ready. There we go. So you got, what, 3 stories for me for Wheel of Florida today?
3 stories.
Nice. Nice.
All right, got about 90 seconds.
All right, once again, doing Wheel of Florida. Then we're going to wrap up the show with Marshall's Music News. Got a couple stories, including a story on Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, we'll play the new song there.
Or contour cuts. Cool. All right. Golf was definitely canceled yesterday, Marshall. We got soaked and then left. Called it. Yeah, I got a chance to mow my front yard yesterday after the tree fell down.
Yeah.
And I was out there all the way up until the moment where it started absolutely pouring. So I hear you, man. Yeah, it rained like just an absolute mother, like starting like 4:30. Everything all good over there?
Yeah, just watching the delay. All right, let's see. We're going to give me 1 second here. All right, there we go. Got about 25 seconds.
Cool. I am ready.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. It is the Kotter and Marshall Show. And Marshall, it is time to play Wheel of Florida. All right, we're going to give you 3 different stories. Maybe they take place in Florida. Maybe they don't. But we'll spin the wheel. The Wheel of Florida will make the guess as to whether this is a Florida-based story or not.
Now, the Wheel of Florida, for the last few times we've done the Wheel of Florida bit, has been very, very good. I would say probably hitting 80, 90%.
Yes.
The wheel has been red hot. So let's see if it'll continue with what we have going on today.
All right, here is story number 1. A 46-year-old woman named Marina Verbitsky.
Ooh, Verbitsky.
Verbitsky was supposed to be on a JetBlue flight on Monday with her husband and son. But the 3 of them didn't get to their gate on time. They missed the flight.
Oh.
So she flipped out, started swearing at JetBlue workers, then claimed, that there was a bomb in her unchecked luggage.
No, why? Verbitsky.
If it's not clear, it was not clear if she was trying to delay the plane or if she was just angry, but they had to evacuate all the passengers on the tarmac, search the plane for explosives. She spent a night in jail before posting bond. She faces charges for falsely reporting a bomb and has to get a mental health evaluation. Now, her family says they were just worried her son would miss school the next day. So that's why they did it.
It's just school.
I know, right? Yeah. It's not that big a deal, guys. Not that big a deal.
Give the kid a day off, man. All right, so let's go ahead and spin this wheel. Once again, we're playing Wheel of Florida. Our wheel tells us whether that story is from Florida or not. Kotter.
Yeah?
Ooh, I don't feel good about this because I would have definitely said Florida, but the wheel says not Florida.
Wrong again.
It's a bummer.
Starting off cold, man.
It happened in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and she was flying home to Chicago. So maybe it confused the wheel because she's not actually from Florida.
Yeah, the wheel is very uncertain.
But the Florida crazy just soaked into her while she was on her vacation.
Okay, well, let's see if we can turn this around for the wheel. The wheel, once again, is generally red hot. Starting off cold, but let's see if we can turn it up.
All right, here's story number 2. Police arrested a 24-year-old man named Antonio Woods last Wednesday after he allegedly stole a go-kart from 3 kids.
Yeah.
Ages 4, 6, and 9.
They deserved it.
Now, he didn't just push them aside. He pulled a gun and pointed it at the 9-year-old and demanded to give up the go-kart. They did. He jumped on it. He took off. Now, the kid's grandmother happened to catch what was happening, called the cops. They caught up with the guy. He led them on a brief chase in the go-kart and then eventually ran into the tree. He was charged with robbery. The kids got their go-kart back. No word as to what the condition of said go-kart was.
Wait, was he drunk? Did he get a DUI as well?
It did not say.
Oh.
It did not say if he was drunk. So I'm guessing not, because I think that would have been in the story.
This is bad driving.
So Antonio Woods pulling a gun on 3 kids aged 4, 6, and 9. Was this a Florida-related story or not?
Let's go ahead and spin that wheel. I mean, I'd imagine he's drunk, right? Got to be drunk or high or something.
I would hope.
All right, the wheel has spoken, Kotter, and the wheel says Florida.
Wrong again.
No.
Oh, man. We knew the wheel couldn't keep the streak going.
Yeah, man, it's just a bad day for the wheel. Okay, 0 for 2. One more story. Let's do one more story. Let's see if we can redeem the wheel.
One more story. 28-year-old guy was convinced someone had messed with the CD player in his car last Saturday. He thought they replaced the parts so they could spy on him. Yes, if you're wondering, dude was on meth. Now, he didn't trust the cops where he was from, so he decided to drive more than 4 hours across the state to a different police station in another town to file a report about somebody breaking into his car and messing with his CD player. As soon as he told the cops about the CD player, thinking somebody was spying on him, they're like, this dude is on drugs. Turned out hadn't slept in days.
Who still has a working CD player in their car?
The cops arrested him. They found meth in his car along with other drug-related stuff. No word on what they're charging him with yet, but he is definitely getting charged.
It seems like the sort of guy who would tell you about a dream about how he can move stuff with his mind. A real weirdo, you know what I mean?
Right?
All right, well, let's go ahead and spin that wheel, Kotter. Let's see if this is Florida or not Florida. The wheel has been real bad today. 0 for 2. Let's see if we can turn around. Kotter, the wheel says not Florida.
That is correct.
Hey, redeemed itself. The wheel is back, baby. It's back.
It went down in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, of course it did.
Yeah, but you've heard classic stories about that Pennsylvania meth. It's some of the best.
Yeah, classic stories about Pennsylvania meth.
Some of the best.
Florida's a lot classier than crystal
That's
meth.
true.
They got the designer drugs down there, guys. Yeah, everywhere else can have the crystal.
All right, coming up next, we got Marshall's music news. Story number 1 involving an Eddie Vedder solo album. Details coming up. It is Kotter and Marshall. Rock 106.1.
That's right. We're going to talk about Earthling. Earthling, the new Pearl Jam Eddie Vedder solo album. And the wheel get me real worried about that last one. You gave me a look where I thought it wasn't going to be.
We're going to come right out of the stop set.
Sounds good, yeah. I figure we were running a little bit late just because of a big guy.
Yep.
All right, so tomorrow on the show, guys, just a quick heads up, beer for breakfast with Roy from United. Excuse me. We'll also get to a Mount Rushmore of Black Album tracks from Metallica in celebration of the weekend we're about to do.
Yeah, I still think that's going to be interesting. 12 tracks in the album.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, there was a lot of singles off that record. I mean, a lot of singles off the record. And
4 or 5, right?
Yeah, and then there are several that obviously weren't released to radio, but still, I still think when I looked at it, when I was putting together the weekend stuff, when we're going to do it in its entirety, it's like there's very few albums where we have every single song already in our system. We had every single song from that album already in our system. You know, it doesn't happen very often. It's just like it was such a massive record.
So I just Googled it. Metallica actually had 5 singles from the Black Album.
I mean, that's like Shinedown. I mean, Shinedown will release like every song off a record. Usually it's like 2, maybe 3.
So Enter Sandman, The Unforgiven, Nothing Else Matters, Wherever I May Roam, and Sad But True. But also Don't Tread on Me was released as a promo single.
Yeah.
So technically they had 6. And there's only 12 tracks on the album.
And the 5 you listed are all, just ones that, are just quintessential Metallica. I mean, how often does that happen where, I mean, Shinedown can release 5 songs off an album, but chances are after 30 years, you're going to be like, yeah, there was that one. Yeah, I like that one. Oh, I don't even remember that song coming out. Those are 5 songs that are just, just ingrained into rock radio.
Yeah, I mean, there's Holier Than Now. Let's see, which ones did I not miss? Through the Never, Of Wolf and Man, The God That Failed, The Struggle Within, and My Friend of Misery. Which I know, I can literally hear every single one of those songs in my head. That's how much I played the Black Album when I was a kid. What do you got going on after the show today?
I've got Lisette coming in for a Latin lunch. Going to be recording that. I've got to remember to take my dog to doggy daycare since I forgot on Tuesday.
All right.
And then I'm working on. We're going to run some like 9/11 imaging, just some simple stuff, just remembering the day. So I've got to put that together for Rewind and Rock. So those will probably be my 2 big things. There'll be Lisette and those the imaging stuff will be my big thing today.
Yeah, I still got a secret project that we've been working on the radio station here for just a little while.
Yeah.
I'm doing more of that. More and more of that.
Yeah, I get that.
Following up, yelling at people. I want this, I want that. So,
all right, got about 2 minutes.
Working on more of that today, and I think there's probably a thing or 2 that I need to get with people on.
Just got confirmed for my Austin City Limits tickets.
Oh, nice.
Yep, it's like so. Talked to a guy there, and he's like, "Yeah, first weekend, second weekend. Just let me know which one you want to go to." So this was back in June. So I kind of figured out in July, which one I was going to. So all right, second weekend. So I hit him up with an email in July. I'm like, "Hey, second weekend, cool, no worries." Didn't get back to me. End of July, I'm like, I'm just gonna send a reminder. Hey guys, second weekend. Just want to make sure. Never heard back from him. So now it's like a month and a half later. So I reached out to him like earlier this week. It's like, not to be an asshole, guy. I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure we're good. He's like, nope, we're good. I'm like, all right, thank sweet Christ, thank you. So I gave him my aunt's email address. She lives in Austin. He's going to send him right to her house.
Oh, cool.
So I don't have to lose him in transit. So there you go.
Speaking of, I'm going to need you to get me some tickets to a show.
Okay. Let me know which one. We'll see what we can do.
It's a pretty easy one.
Okay.
I have not gotten anything on it. Plus this, I don't know. It's Shaky Knees Festival.
Okay.
Yeah, I need tickets to that.
Okay. We'll see what we can do.
The guy that did it was also the guy behind the Bonnaroo Festival, and of course Bonnaroo was canceled last second.
Yeah.
I don't know. He doesn't seem to be returning emails right now, so probably going to need some help.
I get it. All right, guys, got about 30 seconds. Diving into story number 1, Marshall's Music News. Talking some Eddie Vedder.
Jeffe picked Bad Wolves today, Andrew. Don't worry, we're playing Eddie Vedder right now, though.
Yeah. All right, man. Be right back. Thanks for hanging out on air and on the stream today. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, do it. Join the Horde at Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can watch the show each and every morning. Now, let's get to story number 1. It's Marshall's Music News.
So Eddie Vedder has been very busy over the pandemic, and he has just released the very first details on a new solo album entitled Earthling. The very first single from that album is called Long Way. We're going to play that here in just a few moments. Now, there's no real other details in regards to the album other than the fact that it'll be coming out somewhat soon. But Eddie Vedder has been very, very busy over the pandemic. First and foremost, at the end of last year, he released his first solo release since the 2011 Ukulele Songs. He released A Matter of Time. It was a smaller EP. Now he has this new solo album. Plus, last month he issued the Flag Day original motion picture soundtrack. That was the Sean Penn directed film. He actually wrote the soundtrack for it. Now, this Eddie Vedder new solo disc that's coming out, once again called Earthling, is produced by Andrew Watt. He's worked with Miley Cyrus. He's done Ozzy Osbourne's last album and his new album. So this guy's got some push right now into the rock and roll landscape. Now, apparently, his new album's going to be much more, I guess, American twangier is what Americana. Yeah, it's got some twang to it. The first single from the album, once again, it's called Long Way. It's got a big Tom Petty vibe to it. And, well, let's just get to it right now.
Here you go. It is the Low Country and Coastal Empire premiere, brand new solo Eddie Vedder. It's Long Way. Kotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Big time Tom Petty vibe to it.
Yeah.
All right, coming up next, we're going to go ahead and do a quick Shinedown story talking about, well, pretty much how great Jonathan Davis is from Korn. Then we'll wrap up the show with Bad Wolves. We'll talk about Bad Wolves and what they got going up. I got a follow-up on Stacy, our coworker. She needed to borrow a shirt.
Yeah.
She goes, just to be clear, I appreciate you and the shirt. However, I have folded it up and put it back on your desk because it was too stiff and constricting. She said, I'm going to just take my chances as Beetlejuice.
That's funny.
I'm sorry, Stacy. It's the only shirt I think I had available at that point. She looked great. Oh, and remember, Wanda's stopping by after the show today.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we got about 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Oh, tomorrow's Friday, isn't it?
Tomorrow is Friday.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Once again, if we could just do four shows a week.
Dude.
Preferred.
Telling you. Telling you.
We came up with an idea on how we can do that. Just, 4 days a week is fine.
Got to make it work.
Yeah. Well, Tuesday through Friday, I'll do it live.
Yeah.
Go live.
Yeah.
Just Monday.
I mean, we easily, and it's not even like we're cutting down hours. I mean, we're easily still putting in at least 10 hours a day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're still getting our 40 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like we're skimping on hours.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't tell me we wouldn't have to work on Monday anyway.
It would probably technically be a few extra hours of work.
Yeah.
So. Charles says he's ready for this weather to move out. Actually, let's take a look at the weather real quick. I actually didn't. Let's see. Well, according to the good old Apple weather app, which is always right, they're calling for a 90% chance of rain in the 10 o'clock hour, a 50% chance in the 11, and then they just say the rest of the day is cloudy with no rain. So it looks like it'll be all right. And today's high is 84. Okay, not shabby.
I got about a minute.
Liquid says it's nasty out on the island right now. Ooh. Hopefully you're not still stuck in traffic, dude. All right, next story up, Shinedown.
Cool.
Brent Smith talking about JD.
And Bad Wolves is your last one, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got to keep some separations. We've been talking about both those bands a lot this morning.
All right, 30 seconds. Got brand new stuff from Pretty Reckless coming up after commercials. Only Love Can Save Me Now. FYI.
Didn't they put out a single called Love or something? Like,
I don't know.
Is that a new song?
Yeah, it's the new one.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe I just listened to too much Pretty Reckless.
All right, guys, be right back. All right, it's story number 2, Marshall's Music News.
So in a recent interview, Shinedown's Brent Smith, their lead singer, has praised Jonathan Davis from Korn for returning so quickly after battling COVID-19. Now, just about a week and a half ago, we saw Jonathan Davis having a hard time even kind of getting through a show. He had like a little throne that he would sit on and like take huge huffs of oxygen just to get through the show because he refused to cancel dates any more than he had to. Now, Brent Smith said, that dude is necessary from Shinedown. He said, point blank, the guy has my absolute respect. Look, we all know what's going on here. Obviously, he got an infection. He got it cleared up to get back on the road. He actually said he's very, very excited to see Jonathan Davis with his good energy and positive vibes, heading back to the stage so quickly just because he doesn't want to cancel shows. He obviously talked about how serious the virus was, but he was very excited to see Jonathan Davis do his thing. So positive vibes from Brent Smith, Jonathan Davis. And, of course, Jonathan Davis needs some positive vibes because he looked rough the other night. But hopefully he is recovering very, very quickly from his latest COVID, infection.
All right, Bad Wolves got a brand new lead singer. We got details about that coming up with story number 3 of Marshall's Music News. It's next. Kotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging with us through the very last break of the show. We got more commercials because we love commercials. We love getting paid.
I was going to say, just love getting paid.
Love getting paid. Pretty awesome. I'll be putting together a proposal for the Publix Women's 5K.
Okay.
As soon as the show's over with, it's usually done in like early spring.
Okay.
But I believe they've moved the date this year.
Oh, they dropped the trailer for The Matrix.
Oh, is it out?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to come out at noon today.
According to Nerdist, right here.
Yeah, so the Publix Women's 5K is happening on October 9th this year. Usually it's done in like March or April.
Okay.
Excellent. I'm watching that as soon. Here, I'll actually, you know what? Let me find it real quick and I'll put it up on the chat for anyone who wants to check out the Matrix trailer.
So here's kind of what the first paragraph says. Whoa, the Matrix Resurrection's first trailer has done just that, bringing Neo, Trinity, and the entire franchise back from the dead. You just don't know exactly why they're back. The first look at the film is holding back many secrets, but it also has plenty of insights for fans and a story that will feature both old and new faces with a new and younger version of an old face. That is assuming we can trust anything we see.
Is that the trailer, though? I can't find it.
I got it. Nerdist had it. It said official trailer number 1 across the top. About 3 minutes long. Yeah. Yep, because there's Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, here we go. Came out 38 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that when we get off the air.
All right, guys, just in case you want to watch the Matrix 4 trailer, I went ahead and posted that in the chat just in case you want to check that out today. Charles says lots of commercials to play today because of that $1,500 a day we make. It's true.
I know, got to cover that cost.
We're worth it. We're winning, no big deal. So there's a website that we look at for show prep. It's called brobible.com. The very first article right now is Meet the Quesalupa superfan who ate nothing but Taco Bell for a full month.
Was this you? Did we not know this?
It should have been. It should have been about me.
Yes, Charles. I believe Carrie Ann Moss is back, right? She's back as that role, Trinity.
Yeah. Let's see. The only person that's really not back is Lawrence Fishburne.
And he said he wasn't even asked.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Different story.
Nicolas Cage, breaking news, is set to star in his very first Western film.
Okay. Wasn't one of the Wachowskis not back with this film?
Right. I forget which one. One of the Wachowski sisters now is no longer with the film. According to this headline, in regards to Nicolas Cage, he will star as Colton Briggs, a former gunslinger who now runs a general store and lives quietly with his family when a gang of outlaw murders his wife in cold blood. This is the plot to every film he's in. This is the plot to Mandy.
It's like the pig one. They just killed his wife instead of stole his pig.
Well, he didn't kill his wife in the pig one. Did you watch the pig one?
No.
Oh, they didn't kill him.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's the pig one. In this one, they kill his wife. The other one,
it's still his pig, yeah. Apparently, he's playing Colton Briggs. Briggs returns home to find his world burning. So he unearths his sidearm and saddles up with an unlikely partner, his 12-year-old daughter.
Okay.
I'm very excited about this.
Don't hate that. It's funny because it's like he's making all of the movies right now, and none of them, are these big blockbusters, but they all sound interesting. There hasn't really been one that you're like, you can go, but you can't say it's not interesting sounding.
Yeah.
So he's doing a lot of movies, but they're all kind of different.
Yeah, he did Willy's Wonderland where he doesn't say a single word the entire film. He just he essentially goes into a Chuck E. Cheese and goes on a mass murderer rage versus demons filled with Chuck E. Cheese stuff. He did Pig. I have honestly, I think over the last 2 years, I've watched more Nicolas Cage films than I ever have in my entire life. And they're all pretty okay.
Yeah.
Liquid says, who's Lone Wolf in our fantasy league? I don't know off the top of my head. Is he offering you a trade? Is it good? Because I'll veto against it.
Does it benefit you? I don't want that.
I don't know. I would have to go on the back end and let me see. You plan on watching any football tonight?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll definitely watch the first bit of, I would say the first half-ish of the game tonight. Sounds about right.
All right, got about 4 minutes, a little over.
Oh, Liquid, you're facing Michael. Michael is a dude who lives out on Tybee. That's who you're fighting tonight. Facing and fighting tonight. Michael's a really cool guy. But take him down. Good luck. All right, one more story, guys. We're going to get to a quick little story about Bad Wolves. Heads up, Tommy Vext, formerly of Bad Wolves. That relationship went south. They're playing a show tonight at Victory North Savannah. So if you want to get out of the house and see some live music, you can see Tommy Vext. He'll be playing essentially all of the songs Bad Wolves will be playing.
That is true.
Going down. Yeah, on the docket today, I got to do some proposals, call some people and annoy them, including winners. And 100%, I have to check my fantasy football leagues. I will meticulously go over all of them. After I drafted my team, I don't really like to make many moves, especially before the first week.
I get that.
And then, of course, I will overreact after the first week when I lose. So we'll see how that goes. I think you're taking on my wife in our side league that we have.
Yeah, she is projected to beat me by like 6 points right now.
You know what projections mean?
No, 4
Absolutely
points.
nothing.
Yeah, I know. By 4 points. It's like I'm looking at it. It's like I've got Indy as my defense. That just kind of sucks. But there's really nothing there to swap out right now. I feel okay with what I got. We'll see what happens.
We had in this draft I did last night. We had people taking out quarterbacks in the first round, and I think I saw someone take a defense in the third round.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
Now I did in both of our leagues that I'm in. Both leagues I'm in, I took a quarterback in the second round.
Yeah, but I mean, we had people taking.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Rodgers was It was Patrick Mahomes, then Aaron Rodgers were the first quarterbacks, and they both went in the first round in a 10-team league.
See, that's a little crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like I usually have waited to draft quarterbacks, but. I mean, it's like a lot of the times it's come down to my quarterback carrying my team. I'm like, I want a damn good quarterback. So I got Mahomes in one league and Kyler Murray in another.
Yeah, I got, let's see, I got Josh Allen in 2 of my leagues, and then I got Kyler Murray in my 3rd.
Yeah. All right, got about a minute?
Charles, you have a good one, buddy.
See you, Charles.
Get dry. Make sure you have towels available.
Someone took the kicker.
See, the work league I can pay least attention to because we have no money.
Right.
And we can't win any of the prizes.
Yeah.
So I can pretend I can suck at that one.
I'm assuming the 3rd league had money involved, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
It was cheap, though.
Okay.
It's not organized at all. No one told me when the draft was, nor do I know what the payout is. I know I have to pay in.
You may get money back, you may not.
I'm not for sure, honestly.
I won the whole thing. What do I get? Nothing.
I think I'm winning money.
Thanks for the money.
I felt really good after the draft, though. I'm like, I think I'm going to smoke all this.
All right, guys, 15 seconds. Be right back. Found a break of the day. Before we get out of here, let's get to it one more time. Marshall's Music News.
So earlier today, Jeffe, the new music Beta Fish, played the brand new song from Bad Wolves called Lifeline. They have a new lead singer. His name is DL. He just goes by DL. And, of course, their new album is called Dear Monster, set to come out on October 29th. Now, obviously, Bad Wolves have been through a lot. They lost their former lead singer, Tommy Vext, who's actually in town tonight.
Yeah.
He's playing a show tonight in Savannah at Victory North. You can actually get more details and buy your tickets right now over at rock1061.com. But Bad Wolves, they lost the lead singer, and now they have this new guy. Now, the song itself, Lifeline, apparently feels very much in the wheelhouse of Bad Wolves, according to their fans. They've heard some very good things. Apparently, DL's voice holds up very well and is quite similar, honestly, to Tommy's. So it's pretty cool stuff that Bad Wolves is able to continue on. And obviously, once again, their former lead singer, Tommy Vext, in town tonight at Victory North. So we played it earlier today. I like the song. I'm not in love with the song itself, right, Lifeline, but I think it's going to do very well for the band.
All right, don't forget, today's Super Ticket Artist of the Day is Aaron Jones. Whenever you hear a song from him, text us the word SUPER, 800-394-1061. Chance to get qualified for the Super Ticket giveaway. Tomorrow on the show, putting together our Mount Rushmore of Metallica songs from the Black Album, kicking off the big celebration weekend of the 30th anniversary of that album. Also, Roy Kellett from United Distributing going to join us for Beer for Breakfast. So once again, thank you guys for hanging out on air and on the stream. As always, we appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. Kotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, guys, you have a good rest of your day. We will see you tomorrow with all that fun stuff. And then tomorrow we get to use this panel, which is the Mount Rushmore panel, which we just love. So anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m.
See you guys.